from the Kiss 92.5 studios in Toronto.
This is Roz and Mocha.
It's Roz and Mocha. What's going on?
Hey guys, this is Bruno Mars.
This is Selena Gomez.
The Chainsmokers.
Lady Gaga.
Calvin Harris.
Celestia Cara.
This is Ed Sheeran.
You're listening to my boys Roz and Mocha.
Roz and Mocha.
My boys Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Between Roz and Mocha, who is your favorite?
Roz. Mocha. Roz. Mocha. You guys are so funny, man.
Congratulations, Lisa! Wow! You just won $1,000.
That's amazing. Y'all just made my entire morning. Keep it up.
You guys are awesome, man.
This is the Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast powered by Air Transat.
I'm still so shook from the game last night. These games are ending right around 11 o'clock, which is just like almost past my pumpkin time, where I'm like, I'm just about to turn.
I didn't fall asleep until, well, my kid was sick as well, so I didn't get to sleep until maybe 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And then my alarm went off at 3.
What's wrong with your kid? What happened to him?
Oh, he's just sick.
Flu? Whatever.
Yeah, ear infection. I have to take him to the doctor yesterday. He threw up and everything, and we were like, oh.
Yeah. Same at my house, only with the, it's not a kid with an ear infection, it's a cat that peed on the bed. So all the blankets from the wash, so I had to sleep under a robe last night.
Hold on, your cat peed on every single one of your bed sheets.
No, it pees on one, and then it just sinks through.
Yeah, but don't you have other bed sheets?
What do you mean? No, like not the sheets, like my duvet and like my covers.
Yeah.
Who has a second set of those? Who has an extra duvet hanging around?
Wait, okay, hold on. So it peed through your duvet, right?
Yeah.
Did it pee through like the bed sheets and everything?
Yeah.
But don't cats know to go in the box?
Yeah, but the box was full. I was neglectful. I'm a terrible father.
Oh man. So you changed the bed sheets though.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
I'm just trying to understand.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. So I had like on the bed was just like the fitted sheet.
Yes.
Because the fitted sheet didn't have pee on it.
Yes.
Okay. So, but everything that was on top of the fitted sheet had pee on it.
But did you not have like an extra blanket that you could have put? Like a sheet? A bed sheet?
No.
Did you have to change your pajamas because there was pee on you?
I don't. No.
You only have one bed sheet? That's weird.
No, I don't. I have more than one bed sheet, but that sheet wasn't the problem. I got a closet full of sheets. I just didn't have any blankets.
So why don't you just take a bunch of sheets and pile them on
stack
top?
Sheets?
Yeah,
like a lasagna. Like how, like just keep stacking sheets until they get warm?
Yeah, and you're the meat.
No. I went down to bed. Catherine had it all ready for me with like a robe on my side that I had to crawl under.
Here's where you get a robe.
Yeah, but then she had a robe too.
Wait, did you wear the robe? Or
No, I crawled under it. I used the robe as a blanket. I didn't even put the robe on.
So you used the robe as a sheet?
Yeah.
But you had like a closet full of sheets.
Yeah, but I used the robe as a blanket, not a sheet. And then the best part was I woke up in the morning and I just put my arms through the holes and got out of bed.
Oh my God, dude, that's so funny.
Yeah. But no, I'm not in the business of stacking sheets, man. Okay?
I just think that
because then when the blankets come out of the dryer, who's going to fold all those sheets? Wow. Not Catherine. It's her birthday today. So me.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So I know you guys, you Mocha, you Maurie, love playing a new game, and I know that the people listening right now, you guys love when we play a new game.
Okay.
So we're going to test out a board game that we found. It's not really a board game. It's sort of like a party game.
Okay.
Today, we're going to be playing Awkward Hugs.
Oh, yeah. God. Who came up with this game?
Okay, we're going to be playing Awkward Hugs. How Awkward Hugs works is there is a hug master. I will be the hug master. And then, yes.
The person who hates hugs the most?
Yes, because the hug master doesn't actually do the hugging.
You're not hugging?
No.
Just
I'm the hug master. You and Damnit Maurie.
You hate human interaction, though.
You and Damnit Maurie are the huggers. So what's going to happen is this. Awesome. How Awkward Hugs works is you and Maurie will actually be strapped together.
What the hell is that?
Okay, you put these things around your waists, and then they lock together. They're like big padlocks on the front of them. So you guys are belly to belly locked together in a hug position with your arms around each other.
Yeah.
And how the game works is that I will then ask you guys questions. And on the count of 3, you answer either yes or no. If you both answer yes, then we move on.
Yeah.
If one of you answers yes, one of you answers no, then I read out a consequence card.
Okay.
Some of the consequence cards are things like massage your hugger's biceps and tell them how strong they feel. Okay, so it's going to be stuff like this. So it's called awkward hugs for a reason because it's extremely awkward. So we're going to take a break, play a song. We're going to get Mocha and Maurie strapped together, locked together in the hug position.
And I'm the worst at hugging.
And we will come back and we will play a quick round of awkward hugs.
You know, as a side note, Maurie is terrible at hugging. I went to give him a hug a couple weeks ago. And his arms like locked up. He was like completely straight. He had like as if I was about to attack him.
Like standing like a nutcracker?
Yeah, totally.
Like a little wooden nutcracker?
Gross.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
So, Mocha, are you ready?
Yes. What are we doing again?
Maurie, are you ready?
Hell yeah.
People listening right now, are you ready? Because it's awkward hugs time. This is the game, the party game, where two people are strapped together by locks and straps around your waist, so you're belly to belly, locked together in a hugging position. And then I will ask you guys questions. And as a team, they're simple yes and no questions. And if you both answer yes, then we move on to the next one. However, if one of you answers yes and one of you answers no, then we go to a consequence card.
Okay.
A consequence card. So we're going to get you guys strapped together.
Yeah.
Maurie, Mocha, would you like to go over with Maurie?
Not really, but I guess we're doing this.
Onto that side? Okay, so Maurie right now is standing there, and he's got his strap. Okay, now give Mocha, give Mocha his strap.
It's like mad toit.
Right? Okay. And by the way, just so you guys know, I'm the only one that has the key that unlocks your...
There's a key!
There's a key.
Oh, man!
Yeah, you guys are going to be locked together.
So what now?
Okay, so now you guys have to lock yourselves together.
Okay.
Okay, is it nice and tight? Okay, now Maurie is moving, and they both have straps around them. And on the front of the straps are these big, giant padlocks that fit together. And they're about to get them locked together.
Press it together and push down.
Press it, yeah.
That's what she said.
Slide that key in nice and tight. It's got to go in there all the way. More.
Yep,
That's what she said.
Stop it. You right now.
There we go.
Okay.
Are you okay?
No.
Okay, now how this works is I'm going to ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
And you have 3 seconds on the countdown from 3. You both answer yes or no.
Yeah.
If it's a match, we go on to the next one. If it's a yes and a no from each of you, then we will go to a consequence card.
Okay.
We have
Gentlemen.
to hug while doing this.
I don't know if that's in the rules.
Yeah, no.
You actually have to hug while doing this.
Really?
That's why it's called awkward hugs. Yeah, you have to hug while doing this.
Okay.
Question 1.
Mm-hmm.
Do you admire yourself in the mirror before getting in the shower?
No.
You got to let me count down.
Sorry.
Okay. Question 2. Do you think there might possibly be a monster under your bed?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, man.
Consequence card.
Honestly, you believe in monsters?
Okay.
Yeah.
You're a grown man, dog.
Now it's time to read a consequence card. Your consequence for this one is do a squat together.
Oh, man.
while locked together and hugging.
Knees are like...
So one knee has to go in between the other guy's
while
knees.
hugging?
Yes.
Oh, God. Okay.
Okay, so go ahead.
Oh. Maurie farted. Maurie farted. Maurie farted. I don't like this game. Maurie
Maurie,
farted.
what's the matter with you?
It was a squat.
Come on, man. Control your bodies.
Okay, gentlemen, moving on. Next question. The question is, by the way, we're playing awkward hugs, and it is very awkward.
Yeah.
The question, have you ever chewed someone's used gum?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
God, you're disgusting, dude.
Okay. Your next consequent card, gentlemen, is for the two of you to do nose kisses. To do nose kisses.
Oh, come on, man. I can't do that.
Okay, so just the tips. Like just
you
rub
rub
tips.
them, yeah.
Just rub tips. Okay? And then we'll move on.
Oh, guys.
And then we'll move on. Okay?
Hold on, I have a question.
Yeah.
Is it more weird to do this with your eyes closed or open? Which one's less weird?
Closed.
Yeah, closed and no. We know it's both. Like if you're staring at each other, that's weird. Why don't you, Mocha, look at the ceiling and you, Maury, look off to the side.
Okay, look to the side.
Okay.
I do that with my kid. Come on, man.
Okay, next question, gentlemen. Keep hugging, by the way, please. Next question, gentlemen. Have you ever eaten a snack while on the toilet?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Oh, come on, Maury. Now I just think you're lying.
Okay, your consequence, because this is now we're on to another consequence card. You guys are very not good at this. Breathe hot air into their ear.
What?
So you have to take turns breathing hot air into each other's ear.
Oh, God.
Okay.
It smells like cheese and pickles. No wonder you're farting in here today. God,
Okay,
dude.
Mocha, go ahead.
Oh, it's warm.
Yeah, hot air, bro.
All right, and a final question.
Okay.
Do you like the person you're hugging?
No.
Yes.
Oh, man, I have so many consequence cards here. Which one am I going to do? Do we want to do? I'll let you guys choose, okay?
Oh, God.
I have 4 consequence cards here. Do you want to press your cheek up against theirs? Do you want to tickle each other? Do you want to slow? Do you want to slow dance? Or do you want to do butterfly kisses?
What are those?
What are butterfly kisses?
Oh,
Yeah.
Butterfly kisses are when you touch eyelashes together.
Is that what it is?
No, the
Yes.
first one.
I thought it's when you go like this and then
No,
kiss.
the first one.
Press your cheek against theirs?
Yeah, I'd rather do that.
Or tickle each other. Hey! You broke apart. You broke the game. You two jerks.
This dumbass game.
That is how you play awkward hugs. So there you have it.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
It's 92.5. You got Roz and Mocha.
Hey, Roz Mocha, it's Noah.
Hi, Noah.
I just wanted to call in to see if you had fun playing that new game, Mocha.
Oh, awkward hug? Yeah, it was all right. Not really, but whatever.
It was fun for me, Noah.
It sounded like you had so much fun, Roz, on the radio.
Yeah.
I think you had a blast.
I think we have to play that again, like, soon.
What?
Can you play that? Do that tomorrow.
No, man, not that soon. Come on.
Why not?
Maury still smells like pickles and cheese. That smell's not going away for a while.
You got to play it every day now.
Every day?
Oh, that's too much to ask, bro.
Wow. Yeah, no, I think that's a little extreme. We can't do awkward hugs every day. But
Maybe every other day.
yeah, no, we will 100% play it again, though.
But obviously, you have to be the hug master, right, Roz?
For sure. Yeah.
Should we just dive right into just consequence cards right away?
Excuse me?
Let's just do more consequence
No,
cards.
it's got to be part of the game.
No,
you
no.
have to be. You got to be strapped together. It's
By the
gotta
way,
be-
what are butterfly kisses?
I told you.
So hold on. What is you flutter your eyes?
No, you touch eyelashes. You put your eye
No,
up to.
Noah, Roz,
Yeah.
don't fall for it.
No, I've never done butterfly kiss. I don't know what it is.
Maury is trolling right now. He's
Yeah.
pretending like he doesn't know what it
No,
is.
I legit
so he
don't
could
know.
then
I
say.
fully think he knows what it is.
No,
So then
I don't.
that way he can say, Roz, show me, Roz.
Right.
So he can get
Yeah.
close to you.
I gotcha. I'm not falling
Yeah.
for that.
It's a trap, Roz.
The problem is that there's so many things that Maury doesn't know that
I'm suspect that he does know.
like I just would never assume that he would know.
No, I legit don't know this one.
I told you what it was.
I know, but
It's-
I've never done it. Like, do you
Okay, but
intertwine your eyelashes?
You have a husband, right?
Yeah, be intimate with your husband.
Go and do butterfly kisses with your husband.
Don't be intimate with your coworker.
Fine.
right. Like just
Like-
so.
Wow.
I know. Like he's so disappointed. Like I can't.
He's being forced
Yeah.
to.
Like. No, it's when you put your eyes really, really close together, and then the tips of your eyelashes touch as
That's how you get pink eye.
as you flutter your eyes. No, that's if you came really, really close to me and you put your eye really close to mine, and then I quickly touch my bum and then I put it in your eye. That's how you get pink eye. Come over here, Maury.
Here we go.
The Roz and Mocha Show.
Podcast.
Hello.
Hey, it's Roz and Mocha.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Good. How are you? You texted us by accident, but I need clarification.
Yes,
What's your name, first of all?
it's Christina.
Okay, Roz. Here's what Christina texted.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
So there's 3 emojis, okay?
Yeah.
And that's all it is. It's 3 emojis.
Okay.
It goes red heart,
Yeah.
red heart,
Yeah.
and then tongue sticking out of mouth.
Oh, wow.
And then followed by another text that reads, whoops, that was meant for someone else.
Okay.
So, Christina, who are you sending that to?
It was my boyfriend.
Uh-huh.
What were you trying to say?
Just that I love him.
Okay. So I understand red heart. You really love the dude. What's the significance of the tongue out of the mouth?
Just a little lick.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Yeah, I get it. I don't use emoji, so I need perfect clarification on these things.
That's all I can give you.
I bet you regret picking up the phone now, huh?
Yes.
All right.
Unknown caller. Thank you.
You're welcome. Christina, is your face red right now?
It is, yes.
Yeah. What's your boyfriend's name?
Mike.
Mike. Lucky guy.
Thanks.
Lucky guy.
Enjoy your day, Christina.
Thanks, you too.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
If you're not a member of the Air Transat Kids Club, you got to get on this. It's free for kids ages 2 to 11. And I know, Roz, when you used Transat with your family, you signed up Roxy for Kids Club.
Yeah, and it's really incredible. And, you know, especially when Catherine was traveling with Roxy alone, because when you only have one parent and navigating an airport with all that luggage is a nightmare. And so she signed her up. She didn't really know what it was, and I explained it to her. And then when you get to the airport, when you do sign your kid up for Kids Club, you get a dedicated check-in counter, which saves you so much time. You get to board early, which saves you so much time. And then on the flight, they give the kids like just a bunch of stuff, like just the perks and cool stuff and everything else. So the Kids Club, it is totally free, and it is so worth it. If your kid is between 2 and 11 years old, you just go online, you sign your kid up.
Priority baggage handling. If you're traveling with real little ones, hey, stroller gate delivery service for you. Plus, you can get entered to win an exciting family vacation. Learn more right now at airtransat.com.
Should we take a phone call?
We should. Hello, Roz Mocha.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. How are you?
I'm good.
What can we do for you,
What's
bro?
going on, man? I'm a huge fan of you guys.
Cool.
Oh, wow. Thanks. What's your name?
Rami.
Rami. How long you been listening to the Roz Mocha Show?
Oh, wow. As long as I remember.
Yeah?
Yeah, I drive a garbage truck every morning, so I listen to you guys right from the beginning, go there to the end, man.
Oh.
When do little boys stop dreaming of becoming garbage men?
Oh, never.
I remember when I was a kid, man, that looked like the coolest job in the world.
You get to hang off the back of the truck.
Oh, God, I wanted to be a garbage man so bad.
Some of them have radios. You just blast your music going through neighborhoods.
Yeah, and
That's
like...
it. I'm blasting you guys in DJ Climax on Friday.
Yeah,
man.
I'm telling you, man, like there was nothing I was more fascinated with than the garbage man when I was a kid. Like I just wanted to hang off the back. It looked so raw. Like it looked so cool. And just, I don't know. And I don't know when that stopped. Like, I don't know when the last time I ran to the window was to see the garbage man.
Yeah.
I still do that because I'm fascinated by the button you push to make the thing squish all the garbage.
No, now all you guys do is just break my green bin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Some of the drivers, or not drivers, the ones hanging off the back of the truck, yeah, they will leave garbage bins and or recycling bins tipped over. Sometimes they just like leave it on the street. I'm not down with that.
Yeah, you crushed my lid.
Yeah.
You crushed my lid to my blue bin with your claw.
Oh, yeah. When it's a long day, sometimes
Listen,
it
man,
happens,
we
man.
all have long days.
I know.
I don't break other people's stuff when I got a long day.
Well, that's why
Except for Maury's spirit.
Mocha's my favorite.
Say that again. What'd you say?
I said that's why Mocha is my favorite.
Oh.
Wow, didn't even have to ask.
I just told you that I'm the one that dreamed of being a garbage man my whole life.
Rami, I have a couple of questions for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
How many houses does it take to fill a garbage truck before you leave a neighborhood and have to go to the depot and drop it off?
Oh, well, it depends. Like if it's recycle, it'll probably like maybe 1,000-ish.
Oh, wow.
But if it's like, if it's garbage, it'll probably be more, maybe like 1,500 to 2,000.
Really?
And then how far is the depot from like any given neighborhood, like where you take the trash?
About 15 to 20-minute drive.
Oh,
how many trucks in a day do you guys do?
How many trucks?
Yeah, like how many full loads?
The two?
Two.
But we have about like 30 trucks going out.
No, you personally. Like how many?
Oh, two.
Two, yeah.
Oh,
really,
wow.
Yeah. If you're putting somebody's recycling in the in the back, and you're looking at it and you spy something in the recycling that shouldn't be in the recycling, do you judge that homeowner?
Oh yeah, and we would leave a note on their bin.
Do you break do you break the lid of their blue bin or no?
No.
just checking.
only your house gets that treatment.
I'm just trying to figure out why I got punished.
Oh, Remy, let me ask you this other question. Let's say you pick up my recycling bin, right? You dump everything out into the truck, and there's like one item that either falls out of the truck and falls onto the street, or one like little can or like a yogurt container that's left in the bottom of the recycling bin. Why do you not either pick it up off the street or just take it out of the recycling bin and toss it in the truck?
Oh, I don't know. So I usually take it if it knocks down because like that's my wrongdoing. It fell out.
You know what? Last week the same thing.
Really?
Freaking yogurt containers.
Why do you have one rogue yogurt container?
I have
Isn't
no
your
idea.
stuff in a bag
Is
or
it
no?
the same yogurt container for a year?
No, not the same one. When I rinse the yogurt container out, I just toss it in the blue bin.
Oh, do you not use bags?
No.
Oh, hey, do you prefer people who use blue bags
Yeah,
or
with
just
bags for sure. With bags because like you can just toss it in.
Is every
easier.
neighborhood or like municipality different? Because one time I remember I used one of those clear blue bags to put recycling, and they left a sticker saying that they don't accept the blue bags.
Yeah, each one's different. Like I work just for a Etobicoke.
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe each one's like they're different.
like I put blue bags in my blue bin.
I would
right?
prefer
and then,
that,
and
to
then,
be
and then I
honest with you.
step on it. But in my neighborhood, on recycling day, I can put out 50 other blue bags if I want to, and it's fine. I just can't do it with garbage.
Hey, Remy, before we let you go, one final question. What can people who are listening right now, who put their recycling and garbage out on a daily basis, what can they do to kind of like not make your life easier, but to make things a little bit more efficient for everybody?
Space it out. Like between like the bins, because we have a cloth that picks it up. So like, don't put the bins touching against each other.
Oh, I do that.
Give a little room in between.
Yeah,
and just like organize it properly. I see Roz laughing.
Yeah, well, I'm going to think long and hard about organizing my garbage tonight.
Yeah.
Is it true that garbage collectors make like a ton of money? Like
Do you make a lot of money?
You guys are rich.
Well, like salary year about like 60.
That ain't bad, man, for working once a week.
Once a week?
I'm just joking. I'm joking, bro. I'm joking.
I know. Well, I only work 4 days a week.
Hey, Remy, thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite?
Definitely Mocha. Sorry, Roz.
Yeah, great. Thanks, man.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
You too, bro. Take care.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hello. Booksmart, new movie in theaters today. Kaitlyn Dever and Beanie Feldstein are here. Good morning, ladies. Welcome to the Roz and Mocha Show.
I like your little jingle.
Yeah.
Roz and Mocha.
You are so... The Mocha's energy is quite shocking to people first thing in the morning. I know the look on your face was like, what is going on right now?
I loved it.
Here's the reason. My Raptors won last night.
Mazel tov. That's great.
And I was up at 3:15. Okay? So
Hey.
I got a lot of energy to share with everybody today.
So this movie, people started freaking out over this movie very, very early on. Did you guys know when you were doing it that you were doing something that was going to hit?
I feel like you know how much you connect to it and how much everyone around you is connecting to it, and you love it so much, but you never have any expectations.
Right.
I mean, we knew it was so special, but I mean, yeah, we didn't go into it with any expectations, but the fact that everyone loves it so much is like a dream come true. We couldn't have, I mean, it's better than anything we could have imagined.
When the movie was finished and it was edited, did you get an advance copy to watch at home with your family by yourselves, or did you wait to watch it in theaters with everybody else?
I watched it alone.
Oh, God, that must be...
Alone.
Oh, like by yourself?
In my apartment in New York.
Yeah.
And it was a very jarring experience because you have to understand, my vision of Booksmart was all Kaitlyn Dever.
Right.
And so then I was like, who's
just
that
staring
other
at me the
girl?
whole time.
Get that girl, meaning me. Get that girl out of the way. And I was like, go back to Kaitlyn so it was very jarring. And then once we saw it, I think for both of us, seeing it at South by Southwest had this... I mean, I loved it so much when I watched it alone, but seeing it with a crowd, with my whole family there, and then watching it for the first time, and seeing it with Kaitlyn for the first time, it was just like unbelievable.
So talk people through the story here, because it's not a story that is unfamiliar. It's a very familiar story, only with a lot of sort of twists to it. So two young high school girls about to graduate, Book smart, awesome, kind of nerdy. You realize what?
Well, Molly and Amy are inseparable best friends, and the movie really at the heart is a relationship story.
Yeah.
And they are two incredibly overachieving, passionate young women who have focused so much on school and each other. That was sort of their priorities going into high school. Like, we have each other and we have school because we want to get into good colleges. That's all we need.
Yep.
And then on the last day of school, we realized that the kids we thought were frivolous and sort of doing nothing but partying also got into exceptional colleges. And maybe we should have had some fun. Stanford, Harvard, Georgetown.
And so it's one night, right? It's one of these movies. And these are usually like young guy movies, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's fantastic to see that it's when it's two young women, because the priorities of what is one last great night are completely different.
Yeah, I think what Kaitlyn always says about the movie, which is so special, is that it's not a makeover movie.
Yeah.
You don't see two women that feel the need to change to please other people around
All
them.
the movies we grew up on is watching women feeling the need to change something about themselves in order to be accepted by society or the people they've been surrounded by at high school for years. So it's really, really refreshing to see two strong women who are so self-aware, and because they're just like my friends in real life,
Yeah, exactly.
and all the women that are in my life.
It's Roz and Mocha. Kaitlyn Dever and Beanie Feldstein are here from the new movie Booksmart, which is out today. Olivia Wilde directed this, and she asked the two of you to move in together prior to shooting this movie?
In the beginning of like when we were talking about the movie and where we wanted to shoot it and how we were going to shoot it, when you shoot a movie, you never get the opportunity to really get to know your castmates that well before, especially when you're given a best friend. You're never given the amount of time to really get to know each other. And Beanie and I both knew that like this story lives and breathes on their friendship. And when we were talking to Olivia, she sort of said it in passing. She said, God, wouldn't that be great if you guys could live together? And we kind of turned to each other and we're like, oh, can we? That would be amazing.
I love that. What a treat.
And she made it happen. I mean, we wanted to do it. We had so much passion for these two girls, and we knew it deserved that time. And also, we just wanted to have snacks and pancakes. And
so many pancakes were had during the filming of this
How long
movie.
did you guys live together then?
2 months, 2.5 months.
Yeah.
So what's that like though when you build that bond, because that bond is necessary?
Yeah.
You guys actually enjoy each other's company. You become such fantastic friends. What happens when you're like, well, I guess we don't live together anymore now?
FaceTime is a beautiful, beautiful thing. It has saved
really is.
our personal long distance relationship.
Yeah, Bean lives in New York and I live in LA.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's a tragic end to all of this. I love that you guys met and you connected.
It's for life. You know what I mean? The filming is truncated, but the friendship is for life.
And like Booksmart is such a time capsule of what we made in the summer that we had, and we're always going to have that forever. And we made something so special and we all worked so hard. But yeah, I mean, the experience is really everything.
Are you guys best friends?
She's my sister.
Yeah, because just like hearing the way you talk about each other and just seeing your interaction, it looks like you guys are legit best friends.
We've had a lot of co-stars sitting in those two chairs, and they do not talk about each other the way that you guys do.
It's just so
really
easy.
nice.
Have you met her? I mean, she's just a ray of sunshine. Stop it. Kaitlyn's the best older sister, so I just kind of, even though I'm older by a decent amount, I just keep being like, I want her to be my older sister.
Booksmart is the name of the movie. It's in theaters today. Kaitlyn Dever and Beanie Feldstein. Thank you so much for joining us on the Roz and Mocha Show.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is,
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Michelle, it's Roz and Mocha. Welcome to Fix My Life.
hi, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good, thanks.
Okay, so you wrote us this. Roz and Mocha, fix my life. I've been with my boyfriend for almost 14 years. Congratulations. And have 2 beautiful kids with him. I got along with his family before we had kids, but as soon as our first daughter was born, they started treating me different and subtly throwing shade at me as a mom. We have never been close to them, but we visit them once a month. But it is a full-on roast when we're there. My boyfriend doesn't do anything about it, and sometimes he'll even join in or roll his eyes when I try to stand up for myself. When I confront him about it, he says everyone is playing, but I don't feel like they are. Wow, classic case, huh?
Yeah, really, right?
So, Michelle, can you give us some examples of what it is his family is saying to you that you take as being a roast?
Well, like they basically criticize me on everything I do. So basically like what I'm feeding my kids or how I'm talking to them, how I play with them, how I put them to sleep, anything that they can just judge me on.
So super busy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know people who've been in that exact same situation where the in-laws think that they know what's best in raising a child because they've gone through it already and they've had the years and years and years of experience, and you as a new parent or semi-new parent should be taking their advice because their advice is right and it's the only way.
Right.
So the first thing you got to fix is a relationship with your boyfriend.
Yes.
Because you and your boyfriend need to be on the same page that your family is the priority. You, him, and the kids, that's the priority above all else. And he needs to have your back on things. And he needs to understand how you feel when these situations happen. Yes, it's his family. Maybe this is the way they always act. Who cares? But I will say this. Oftentimes when people are sort of passive aggressive or they give backhanded compliments, they do that usually because they feel that it's inappropriate or they fear some sort of repercussions for expressing how they actually feel towards you.
Right.
Right? So they may actually like you a whole lot less than you think they do. That,
I hope not.
There's that, or they may have absolutely no idea that it means anything to you. So when you do confront them, and I don't think you need to get your boyfriend, and this goes with husbands and everything else, to fight your battles for you, okay? I think grown-ups can have conversations with grown-ups. I think that you can have this conversation with your mother-in-law. Your boyfriend just has to have your back. He can't take his mom's side in this regardless of the outcome. That's like paramount to all of this working, right? But I will say this, that if you do have that conversation, you have to be a little bit gentle because they may not even know what they're doing.
Right.
So don't go in there and guns ablaze and we got to have a family meeting and you guys constantly hurt my feelings and make me feel like I'm a lousy mother. Because if they are doing that, then they need to hear it. But if they don't even know what they're doing, you will like break their hearts.
Now, Michelle, when you said that you stand up for yourself, do you say any of those things that Roz was just advising you on?
Well, I try to like justify my reasons for why I'm doing these things, but I feel like at the same time that I shouldn't have to. I mean, they are my kids. I don't think I'm a terrible mom.
You're not a terrible mom.
Thank you.
You smoke crack?
No, definitely not.
Then you're not a terrible mom.
You feed your kids every night?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
they got clothes to wear?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't sell their clothes?
No.
Okay, cool. Do you let a 7-year-old down the street babysit them?
No.
Okay, you're not a terrible mom. Okay.
Okay.
So let's just get that out of the way here. You sound like a great mom. At least you care. This is all about caring, right? Like this whole conversation is really about caring. But let's do some like self-reflection for 1 second. Is there a chance that you also push their buttons and they feel that this has been an ongoing sort of back and forth thing between the two of you? They just don't know. Nobody knows how it started.
No, I don't think I push their buttons. I mean, I'm always like extremely pleasant when I'm there. I try to include them in everything.
Yeah.
From like, I know we don't see them often, but like I try to like give them like photo updates or call them every like couple days just to like check in with them and let them talk to the kids every now and then. But I mean, I'm not excluding them in anything, so I don't see why they would need to.
So I would say that we'll go back to the beginning then. The first thing that needs to happen is you need to get your boyfriend on board with you and your family. And he needs to understand that regardless of how this all pans out, you guys are the priority. And he needs to be with you 100% on this and cannot take his mother's side. He can't do it. He can't do it. That will ruin your relationship.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you got to fix that first.
Okay.
Okay, and then what happens is when he fully understands, because I know what he's saying. Oh, they're just joking, and they just it's no big deal. And why don't be so sensitive? And maybe you're misreading it, and she's not saying what you
I know,
think
but
she's
we've
saying.
been together 14 years, and
Yes.
like they've never talked to me like this
Right.
before.
Yeah. So he's got to get on board with you. He has to understand how this makes you feel.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, stop being such a bad mom.
Oh my God.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, like if you weren't such a terrible mother, they wouldn't say anything to you.
Michelle, you know we love you.
Thanks. Love you too, guys.
All right, we got your back. Don't worry, girl.
Thank you.
And I'm with you on this. I also believe that children with tattoos look beautiful. Because I'm assuming that's what you've
My
done.
daughter would love that you said that.
Yeah, how old is she?
Horrible mother.
How old is she?
4.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
exactly.
See, perfect age.
Yeah, see?
Thanks, Michelle.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a great day.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. Only on Kiss.
I'll tell you, it wasn't that bad in the city when we just got here.
Oh, no?
Nah, it was fine.
Pouring when I was driving this
Birds
morning.
were chirping.
Yeah.
Man, the birds is loud this time of year. And they start early.
Early bird gets the worm.
Tell me about it, man. I woke up and I was like, what are you all doing out? Like, I stood at my back door.
And you yelling at the birds.
Yeah.
Like a crazy person.
No. I didn't yell at the birds. I talked to the birds because one of my cats was up and she was just staring at the back door doing that thing that cats do when they hear a bird.
Which is what?
Oh. They
That's a squirrel.
Is that
they,
like...
they talk to birds. It's like...
Oh. Is that like kill mode? Like, I'm about to get you?
Yeah.
Don't get close?
Yeah, it says, let me out, Dad. I got business to take care of. So one of my cats was at the back door. I don't even know what they call that. What that thing is that cats do. I don't even know what they call that.
Chirping?
But it's weird. It's almost like they're
a clicking.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cat call.
No, it's not a cat call. They don't think the birds are sexy. But
Get over here, bird.
Come here, little bird. Look at all this fur. No, so I went to the back door and I was standing there with my cat as my cat was in kill mode. And I was like, wow, you guys are loud. And then I realized I was talking to the birds.
I was like a crazy
Do
person.
you
Like a
think
crazy
that
person.
they're always that loud and you've just forgotten over the winter how loud they are?
No, because they don't do that in the winter. They're not up at 4:30 in the morning in the winter.
No, but you forgot how
chirping
loud
like
they
crazy.
were last summer.
Yeah, no, I'm always amazed at just how loud birds are. Like,
Yeah.
it's crazy. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, even in the rain.
What are you talking about out there? No, because I know that like they still chirp in the rain, but they really come out when the rain
Well,
stops.
they're saying if we're loud enough, that man will come out and talk to us again.
Yeah, yeah, because that's all they want. They want me to go sit in the backyard and talk to them. No, but it's beautiful this time of year. The sun comes up early.
Oh, I know.
Isn't that the greatest? Like it changes everything.
No, but then when the sun's up too early, you start thinking you're late for work.
Yeah. It does. No, that's true. But it does change everything. Like it changes your whole mood for the day. Like if you're somebody who's out of the house right now, like you're going to work right now because it is early and the sun's out, it changes everything. It changes the way you walk out of the house. Like it's such a game
Even
changer.
at night when you look outside and it's 8:30 and it's still light outside, it's like you're like, oh man.
That's why Toronto is a happier place in the summertime.
Yeah. No,
Well,
of course
everywhere
it
is a happier place in the summertime.
Yeah, you just wait until Cruz is 5 and you got to put him to bed this time of year.
Oh, true.
What do you mean?
Because the sun's still out. It's still beautiful outside.
Yeah.
And you got to try and tell a kid to go to bed because it's bedtime.
Yeah, he's going to go to bed because I'm his father and he has to listen to me.
Okay. All right. I love these things that you think are going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're going to say to your 5-year-old, you got to go to bed because I'm your father and you got to listen to me?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me know how that goes.
And he's going to say, yeah, but the sun's still up.
Yeah. No, let me know how that goes.
I'll be like, yeah, and the sun will be up again tomorrow during the day.
Sure. Yeah.
So when I get home, we
you
can
got it
spend
all
as
figured
much
out.
time as you want outside.
You got it
But
all.
right now, you go to bed because I'm your father.
Yeah. You're the dad that gets it.
And you're supposed to listen to me.
I get it.
No more Fortnite.
You know what?
You put that controller down.
I wish I had you telling me this when I had it. I wish everybody right now. You got to look. Mocha has it all figured out. Mocha solved the dad problem.
Take notes, everybody.
Yeah,
this has been Parenting 101 with Roz and Mocha.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
I guess Quentin Tarantino did not win the Palme d'Or in Cannes.
The what?
The Palme d'Or, that's the big award that they give to the best film at the Cannes Film Festival. It's a big deal.
It's called the Palme d'Or?
Yeah.
Oh.
You never heard that before?
Never. This is
Really,
the first time.
huh?
Yeah.
You need some culture.
Shut up. What is the, what's the trophy look like?
I think it's just like, I don't even know if it's a trophy, to be honest with you.
Oh.
But you know how on movie posters, when they put like a review, you always like, you know how they put like the little palms beside it and it always makes it look more fancy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anytime you put palms, like when they have those palms on the sides of things.
Yeah.
So I guess that's why, like the palm door, like palms associated with movie reviews or movie status are always the symbol that something is done well somewhere, right?
Okay.
They always put the palms
I always think like
beside
palm
it.
trees or something.
But Tarantino, so he didn't win the Palm d'Or, but he did win the Palm Dog.
The Palm Dog?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So
there's another award?
The Palm Dog Award at the Cannes Film Festival goes to the best dog in a movie, the most dog-centric movie.
Oh my God, I love that. That's great. I love it.
And the dog Brandy in the movie is owned by Brad Pitt's character in the movie. So I guess Tarantino has like a really great dog that put on a really great performance in the movie named Brandy. And so he won the top dog award.
How have we never celebrated this before?
I've
in the past?
never heard of this award before.
There have been dogs in like
Thank
millions
you.
of movies. And how have we only now come to realize that there's a Palm Dog Award?
Because I think that it has to be a movie at Cannes that features a dog, which is few and far between. So you have a clip of Tarantino talking about his wonderful actress, Brandy the dog.
I told everybody I have no idea if we're going to win the Palme d'Or. I feel no entitlement. It's the Palme d'Or, not the Palme du Jour. But I do feel that I was in a good standing to win the Palme Dog. All right? So I would like to dedicate this to my wonderful actress, Brandy.
Aww.
Because I guess it's kind of like the Razzies where not a lot of people show up to accept their awards. They just sort of like give the award for whatever. But Tarantino showed up to give to accept the award for Brandy. I want to see this movie, man.
Yeah, so do I. It looks great.
The new trailer looks really good.
The red band one with all the swearing?
Yeah. When did that start? Red band trailers. I didn't even. Where did that term come from? Like all of a sudden, everybody's like, "Did you watch the red band trailer?" And I was like, "What in the hell is a red band trailer?"
Like I would say, like 10 years ago, maybe more. Yeah, dude.
No,
red band trailers have been around for a while.
Hell no, because YouTube hasn't even been around that long.
YouTube's been around for a long time.
How long has YouTube been around for?
Not
15 years. 10 years?
What do you think?
When did YouTube start? Red band trailers haven't been around that long.
YouTube just celebrated their
no, because they were always called like uncensored, or they were always whatever. What started this thing called a red band, and what does it even mean?
It just means it's full of cuss words.
No, it's just, but what does it mean though?
When did red?
Like what in the hell is a red band trailer? And when did that start? Nobody questioned it. We all just accepted that this was now what we call dirty trailers. Or uncensored. Like, it was already uncensored. Why, when a thing is already a thing, why do millennials...
oh, God, here we go.
Why
do people...
In 2005.
What?
YouTube started in 2005.
Yeah, okay, so, but when did red band start? Because that's my whole thing. It's like, uncensored was already a thing. We already had a word for a movie trailer with full swearing. It's called uncensored. What does red band mean?
Okay, hold on. Now you're asking too many questions.
Well, these are important questions.
I thought we were talking about like these cute little dogs.
We were, but this is far more important to me.
Okay. Well, now I found an article that's like 3 pages long. So
okay, we got time. What time is it? Early. Good. Okay. Go.
Let's see here. Okay.
No, I don't know. It's just
for years,
it's
most
weird
moviegoers didn't know the difference between a green band trailer and a restricted red. Restricted. Duh.
No, I know, but what does that mean though? Like, when did that start? Because I've never heard somebody call something a green band trailer or a red band trailer. We just always accepted it.
Green band trailers featuring content approved by the Motion Picture Association of America for, quote, appropriate audiences, and their restricted red band trailers for, like, dirty words and stuff.
But when did that come into popular culture? Like, that's what I don't understand. I'm sure that the industry's been calling something green band and red band, but when did we as people start referring to something as a red band trailer?
I don't know, man.
It's weird yesterday. To me. No, not yesterday. No, don't patronize me.
I don't have the answer. Okay. I'm telling you right now.
But you don't find that. You don't have questions about that. You don't stay up at night.
No, I
thinking
don't care.
about that. You don't.
No,
at all. That stuff doesn't bother you.
No.
Oh God.
Out of everything in the world to worry about, that's what you're worried about?
I'm sure that there's a day in the past 5 years where I missed lunch wondering why we started calling things a red band trailer.
You need to get a life, bro.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
We have to do a red band version of the Roz and Mocha Show.
No. Nobody wants that.
Just like a trailer. We'll just like cut a trailer.
Yeah.
Full of violence.
Shooting and stuff?
Like Maury and I will arm wrestle and I'll rip his arm right off out of the shoulder.
Ooh, and there'll be so much blood?
Like so much blood.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'd watch that.
I was just wondering where the term red band came from and when we all started using the term red band trailer. Because it just means dirty trailer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you see movie trailers, I guess red band and green band mean the color of the beginning of the trailer.
Yes.
Right? So when it's the green one, you always remember that it sees appropriate for all audiences. Mm-hmm. When it's the big red screen, it's like restricted or not rated by the Motion Picture Academy of America or whatever it is. But from what I understand, it was either the Judd Apatow movies that started people actually using the term red band, or the first red band trailer that I remember seeing that was passed around. It was the first sort of like really horrifically dirty trailer that I couldn't believe somebody cut a movie trailer to look like that, was those trailers that they released for the first Ted movie.
Oh, yeah. Ted.
Right?
Classic.
Do you remember those?
Yeah. Oh, man, dirty.
Yeah, because, and I remember seeing trailers that maybe had like swearing and stuff in it, but the trailer for Ted was the first trailer where I was actually I clutched my pearls, where I was like, oh, I can't believe that somebody
I'm watching this in public?
I can't believe that somebody
not in a movie theater?
Thank you. Like, this is sanctioned?
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe, because Ted, the only way to sell Ted, you couldn't sell Ted on a PG commercial. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Because the magic of Ted was that this teddy bear was just wildly
not your typical teddy bear.
Super inappropriate.
Very inappropriate.
Right? And so the only way to properly sell that movie to the audience that was going to go see that movie was to put the jokes of that movie in a trailer.
Yeah.
And that was the first sort of like really rated R trailer that I've ever seen, which was Ted. I don't really remember much before that.
Yeah, Ted, I don't know. Like, for me, I've always thought, like, because I see red band trailers all the time, so I just assume, maybe because I see them all the time, that they've always existed. They've always been around.
No, I don't think they have.
No, the super bad or knocked up is what I remember. Like, especially the super bad was when I first remember a red band trailer.
Do you really, though?
Because when he was drawing phallic symbols.
Yeah, but that's not that dirty, though.
But back then, I think so.
Back then?
What do you mean? That movie's not that old.
Back in 2007.
Was it the 60s?
No, but 2007.
So 12 years ago?
Did you know that scene where, like, the girl is in a dress?
And she shows her knees?
Right?
Oh, my goodness, red band.
Speaking of which, I was watching, it's so crazy how things change. I was watching Anna Green Gables with Roxy, and they make a whole, what? It's a great show.
I know, but isn't it older? No?
No, the new one on Netflix.
Oh, the new one, sorry.
And with an E.
Yeah.
And they make such a big deal. Anne decides one day to dress like a boy and go into town.
Yeah.
And people then start giving her stuff to lift. It's the funniest thing. Boy, come here, help me lift this stuff into my wagon. And she's like, okay. But the biggest part of all of that, and if they cut a red band trailer for Anne of Green Gables back in the day, right? It was the fact that when they found out that Anne was a girl, the biggest deal out of everything was the fact that she was wearing pants. No joke. Like no joke.
How dare you?
Like that's the Anne with an E red band. Is like Anne in pants. You know what I mean? Where it's like Anne's just walking like down the street through the snow and it's all pixelated. Like you can't even, they won't even show it to you.
How dare she?
It's so horrific.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Drake's making this a war and it's awesome. And like last week, or I don't know if it was last week. Remember that radio station in Milwaukee banned Drake from their station where they took a break from Drake?
Yeah, it was a Kiss radio station.
Yeah, and then we had said, well, what are we going to do? Because we want to have some fun too. But we were like, who's Milwaukee's Drake? Because there's not a lot of famous people that come out of Milwaukee. And then we were like, Steve Miller Band. And we're like, we never played Steve Miller on this show. But if we did, we now wouldn't. And
we've implemented the Steve Miller Band.
And
Poor Steve Miller.
And then all this stuff going on with Drake on the sidelines, everything else. So Mocha and I get a call yesterday from CBC, and they're like, hey, can we interview you? And talk about all this Drake stuff and your hatred for Steve Miller and everything else. And so we're like, okay, so...
wait, side note, you think Steve Miller has been to an actual game yet? Probably not, eh?
Oh, wow. And then so we FaceTimed in, which is really interesting because I've never done that before. So Mocha was at home and I was at ET, and we FaceTimed, and this is a little bit of us talking to John Northcott.
There's some that might point out that the Violent Femmes, Al Jarreau, even Woody Herman, there are other names. How did you arrive? What did Steve Miller ever do to you that he has encountered all of this?
Well, what has he done for us? I think is the answer. I mean, and we could sit here and debate on who's the more popular artist, Al Jarreau or Steve Miller, but I think it's past that point. We landed on Steve Miller, and unfortunately for Steve Miller, it's the Steve Miller Band.
I don't even know what the hell an Al Jarreau is.
Neither do I, but John seemed very concerned. And my favorite part of the whole interview, because it's CBC, and they're so proper, and they're just so like by the book, and that's what makes them great, and it's what they do. And I don't know if they've ever had anybody yell at the top of their lungs while being invited onto the CBC, but you have to listen to how this interview ended.
Roz and Mocha, thank you so much. Really appreciate you being on the show. All the best.
Thanks so much.
They're the hosts of the Roz and Mocha Show on KISS 92.5 FM in Toronto.
That's how you do that.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Drake was down at Jurassic Park doing it up with all the fans, and after the game, he talked to media, which is something that Drake just does not do. And he was fired up.
Look around you. Look at this. We created this. This didn't exist before we were here. Look around at the square. I promise you right now, we did this. Doesn't matter what anybody says. They can say it's disrespectful. They can say it's this and that. Everybody's within the rules. Everybody's doing their thing. All we are is proud and passionate. We are like a college sports team. The Toronto Raptors are a college sports team. I promise you. I love Toronto. I love this team. And we're going to the NBA Finals.
Yeah, baby.
I'm with you, Drake. I'm with you.
And it really hit me yesterday, this whole thing with Drake and his antics and everything else, and that he's so smart and he's so good at doing this. So he's the ambassador for a reason, and that is to sort of sell this team in this city and do what he does. And when you look at the history of the NBA and how they feel about the Raptors, because this is a worst case scenario, having the Raptors and the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Final for them, because ratings were so down for Game 2, like 45% or something like that. And Drake is going to do what Drake is going to do, and he knows how the NBA feels, and he knows that people in America maybe don't want to watch a Raptors game. And so Drake takes a look at the situation and says, okay, you don't want to watch a basketball game, maybe you'll watch a war. What about that? What about a show? You want a show? We'll give you a show. Yeah. And that's exactly what he did. And
Cash me outside, for real, literally.
And he's doing his job. And he's doing it brilliantly. And it all made sense to me yesterday when he was out there with the fans.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
I forgot yesterday to ask you how you're doing after you asked me how I was doing. So I made a note.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very kind of you.
Hi, Maurie. How are you doing? You're good? All right. It's so exhausting being polite like that. Like, why do
Not
I
really?
No, like,
Why does it
I
look
don't
like
like
it
that
hurts
rule.
you, bro?
I reject that rule that if somebody asks you how you're doing, that you then have to turn around and ask them how they're doing. Especially when I don't care. It's not that I don't care. I can see you're doing fine. You have
No,
not.
but you know what hurts is the
What?
fact that you like willy-nilly just said that you don't care.
No, it's not that I. Oh my God. It's not that
There's no getting out of this, bro.
It's not that I don't care. Okay, I can look in your face right now. You look healthy. Your eyes aren't puffy. I can tell that you're not, fighting a bug.
Yes.
I watched you walk in and out of this room 3 times today with no limp, so I know you're not dealing with something, a lower body injury.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Leg day has been good to me.
Yes. Okay. So how else could you be doing other than fine? And if you were doing more than fine, exceptional.
Maybe I'm hurt on the inside and I'm just like putting on a front right now.
I don't want to talk about that right now.
Oh.
Like if I said, how are you doing? And you were like, well, like, got to go to this doctor and get this. I'd be like, oh my God, why did I ask that? Because I don't want to have that conversation right now. And it's not that I don't ever want to have that conversation, but if somebody asks you how you're doing, it is just like saying hello, okay? They don't actually want to know how you're doing. So if somebody does say to you at work, hey, how's it going? Anything other than fine is too much information because they don't actually want to know. They're just saying hello.
Hi, it's the Roz Mocha Show. Hello.
Hey, is Roz going to ask how I'm doing?
Who's that?
It's Doug.
Oh, Maurie, I can see your head. Maurie just hid under his desk.
Also, we can hear the echo when you're literally like 5 feet away and the door's wide open.
Talk to Doug, not me.
Okay. Hey, Doug, how you doing?
Hey, that's
I don't
so
care.
nice. I'm good.
I really don't care.
You should really care how people are doing.
No, I don't.
Why did your voice change just now?
Yeah, put Doug back on. I don't know who that was, but that wasn't Doug.
Who's crossing the lines there?
Yeah.
Don't worry about me. Talk to Doug.
Okay. Put Doug back on then.
This is Doug.
No, that's not Doug.
Now there's a third person. There's a third voice.
Yeah, man, you gotta, Maurie, you better hope that...
Is this Doug? This is Doug.
I don't know. You tell me. Obviously, Doug's dead. I should have asked how he's doing. This is why I don't ask how people are doing. For fear that somebody says, I'm dying.
I'm not dead. I'm right here.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Good morning, Vanessa speaking.
Hi, Vanessa. It's Roz Mocha. How are you?
Oh my God, good morning. I'm amazing. How are you guys?
Doing great. So Vanessa hit me up on IG yesterday. She wants to wish her dad a very special happy birthday.
Yes.
So Vanessa,
He's going to be 77.
Tell
77.
Roz why wishing your dad a happy birthday on the Roz and Mocha Show is so special today.
So my mom passed away in 2017 in a very tragic accident. It was very traumatic for all of us. We were there when it happened. I actually held her hand as she passed away. And ever since then, I've been trying to kind of do something extra special for my dad's birthday every year. And he loves the Roz and Mocha Show, so I thought, what better way this year than to get the Roz and Mocha Show to wish him a happy birthday?
Wow. That would be a pleasure. I don't know. I mean, God, you want to do something more. I don't know what else I can do other than, what's your pop's name?
His name was Wellington. Super fancy.
Wellington?
What?
Wellington, yeah.
He may be the most fanciest audience member we have. Wellington.
What nationality?
Jamaican, actually.
Oh, yeah?
He loves it when Maury does his Jamaican accent. He finds it hilarious.
Hey, Maury, come in here and wish Mr. Wellington, Master Wellington, a very happy birthday in Jamaican.
Okay, hold on. So Vanessa gave me Wellington's phone number. So Vanessa, you hang on the line. We're going to call your pops right now, okay?
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Hello?
Mr. Wellington.
Lassell, how are you?
Yo, it's Roz and Mocha from Kiss 92.5.
Oh, Mocha.
Wellington, yo, we heard it's your birthday. Happy birthday, man.
Yeah.
Well, what's going on with your phone?
The phone.
Wellington.
Hello.
Okay, hey, happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
What are you up to today, man?
I just going to the gym.
Yeah?
Well, what? 77 years old, still rocking that young man body.
Oh, yeah.
What are you working on today? Arms, chest, back? Is it leg day?
No, every little thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Full body. I hear you.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, your daughter Vanessa asked us to reach out to you to say happy birthday.
Yeah.
Tell us about Vanessa.
She's a very nice daughter.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Vanessa,
Yeah.
you want to say hi to your pops?
Hi, Daddy. Good morning.
Hi, Vanessa. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very, very good.
Are you surprised?
Yes, this one surprised me.
Mr. Wellington, we heard that you're a big fan of Jamaican Damnit Maurie.
Favorite Maurie?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we heard that you're a big fan of when Maurie does his Jamaican accent.
Oh.
Happy birthday, Mr. Wellington.
No, Wellington is his name.
Wellington.
Yeah, man.
What you eating for your birthday? You having a little bit of potato roti?
Potato.
Roti, man.
curry chicken, roti,
pepper pot,
every little thing.
everything.
Every little thing.
You work out your body, you get a bit of room for things.
Right on.
You squat it out.
Yeah,
you work
man.
the legs.
Hey, Wellington, listen, man, for the Roz and Mocha
I'm
show.
not done yet.
God, what?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Wellington.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man.
We love you, Wellington. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, Vanessa. Love you lots. Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Okay, Roz.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
All I do is win, no matter what.
Woo! Go Raptors, go, baby! Man, the amount of footage that I saw on Instagram, still seeing on Instagram this morning, and Twitter and Facebook, of people just celebrating in the city.
Yeah.
Insane, man. Like, I'd never seen that area of Jurassic Park that busy.
It's crazy.
Ever in my entire life. Like, there were a couple of people who shot video from, it looked like the roof of some of the buildings in and around that area. And leading all the way up towards, from Jurassic Park, all the way up towards Rogers Center.
Yeah.
And then I saw people, you know, the shots that everybody saw jumping up and down on police cars and buses over in front of Union Station. And then Young Dundas Square was nuts. Young Street was nuts.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
And
you guys are great.
I could not be more proud to be from this city. And Damnit Maurie was in the middle of it all on Saturday night, getting caught up in the madness. Cheering, partying, being proud to be a Toronto Raptor fan with all of you.
History has been made here in Toronto. 6 in the 6. We are off to the NBA Finals. You're very emotional right now. Why?
I've been at this since day one. Had tickets since day one. I love Jurassic Park. It's everything I've ever dreamed about for our basketball community in Canada. It's bigger than basketball. It's a country phenomenon. It's one of the greatest moments of my life.
This is amazing. First time in franchise history. We did it with all of our team and all of our passion. And this is just an amazing feeling for all of our country because we worked so hard to get here. This is history. This is history. Golden State is going down.
Oh my God, history has been made.
History has been made. That was unbelievable to see. It was absolutely euphoric. I can't even describe it. We were giving it our all. We were cheering at the top of our lungs. And I can't help but say that we contributed to that win.
How do I feel? I'm going to start crying. I'm a 40-year-old grown man, and I'm going to start crying because this means a lot to us as Raptors fans. So as a fan of the game, this is what it's all about for us. You know what I mean? This is a Canadian heritage moment. This is history right here. Great moment, great game, all around, overall great performance. This is something that Toronto will never forget.
History was made. The Raptors got this for finals. Let's freaking go! Kawhi Leonard, you and dying with us, and I love you. You are amazing.
Damn, girl. What was it like to experience this?
I cried my face off. Like, I don't know what this feeling is. We've been waiting it for so long. I'm gonna cry right now. Holy finals!
I've been waiting 24 years for this. There has not been a team to make the finals since 1993. The Toronto Maple Leafs almost made the finals in 1993, lost to the Los Angeles Kings. And this is the first time since 93 a Toronto team has made the finals, and we are absolutely pumped! Let's go!
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Go Raptors, go. Riggs from Riggs and Alley on 103.7 Kiss FM in Milwaukee is on hold.
They were the ones that took a break from Drake, the radio station that banned Drake music while the Raptors were playing the Milwaukee Bucks. Had enough of it. So we banned the Steve Miller Band. We was the Steve Miller Band. And I think that we can officially say this morning, Mocha, that we are lifting the Steve Miller Band.
Some people call me the space
We are lifting it.
Enjoy it, Steve Miller fans.
We are putting an end to the Steve Miller Band on the Roz and Mocha Show and on Kiss 92.5. So, Mocha, please tell everybody listening right now when the next time they will be able to hear the Steve Miller Band.
On Never Clock.
So we will continue to never play Steve Miller, is what we're saying.
Never AM this morning is when
Okay.
you'll hear Steve Miller again.
It was a weird band because had we played Steve Miller, we wouldn't, but we didn't, so now we won't. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Riggs and Alley in 103.7 Kiss FM in Milwaukee. Hold on, let me lock him in here. Yo, Riggs!
Hello.
Hey, it's Roz Mocha. How are you?
Good. How's it going?
Good. What was the first Drake song you guys played?
Oh, God. Toronto. I knew you would call.
Yeah, so again, what was the
God.
first Drake song you guys played?
Well, technically we're off today. Our show is off in America. We have Memorial Day. You guys do Memorial Day.
I imagine that you would have taken today off anyway, though, right?
Right.
Just from
well, we've taken we've taken the last couple of days off to lick our wounds as Bucks fans. I'm sure you can imagine the monumental collapse of blowing two double-digit leads is just crippling to our city.
So what is that like for you guys? Because you guys are obviously, you got a big voice there and you did the whole taking a break from Drake and you made news. And now what is that like to have to, are you going to do a big show and you play Drake, or what are you just going to kind of roll it out and not make a big deal out of it? What's your plan to reintegrate Drake back into your lives?
We were going to play Drake again, win or lose, honestly. We don't have anything against Drake. It was against the whole curse. So we'll play him on Tuesday.
Sorry, wait a second. Did you just say Did you just say that you don't have anything against Drake, but you fully believe that he's cursed?
100% believe that he's cursed.
I would say that you have a lot against Drake. You believe the man's cursed.
My question: do you guys believe in the Drake curse? Did you ever believe in it to begin with?
Hell yeah.
So how are you guys okay with Drake? That was our question. We were like, how are you okay with Drake cheering for your team?
Because it's only the teams that he didn't you see when he's wearing the 76ers shorts the other night before he went in the Milwaukee series?
When he's wearing a jersey or any type of team paraphernalia.
Is that why the $700,000 jacket that they gave him had the jersey on the inside?
Yeah, so nobody would see it. Why do you think he doesn't wear it out in public? Only at home.
There's a plan. There's definitely a plan to reintroduce Drake into our playlist and our rotation.
Okay, there.
And by the way,
yes.
I can only hope that when I'm older, I have hair just as nice and fluid as Roz's hair.
Yeah,
I'd never seen Roz until I'd seen the video. You guys have nicer studios than we do too, so
yeah,
I'm quite jealous of the setup there in Toronto.
Drake gave us the money to pay for the studio.
Did he really?
No, I'm just kidding.
God damn it! That's another thing. We know how much good Drake does in the Toronto community. So it was just about the curse, and I guess that didn't work. So we're gonna have to pull something else out of our sleeves next year.
Yeah. Okay. Now here's what we need. Here's what we need from you. Okay, because I think because I know people from Milwaukee. You guys are basically Canadians. So here's
we're far enough north.
Yeah. So here's what we need. Here's what we need from you. I'm hoping right now that you will throw your support and the weight of the audience and the weight of your show and the reach you guys have, because you know how much of a reach you guys have after you took a break from Drake. We need you right now with us to throw your full support behind the Toronto Raptors.
Is this an olive branch?
No. It's like an extended Drake arm.
An extended Drake. Ah, man, I don't know. Is the curse going to rub off on me?
Listen.
I don't want anything to do with that curse. If it would help you guys out, I would consider throwing my weight behind your Toronto Raptors because they were a hell of a team. I will say that. It was an exciting series to watch, wasn't it?
Yes, it was a very exciting series to watch, especially the 4 in a row.
I did want to ask you guys, was there a point, honestly, where you had some reservations? Were you at all concerned about the Milwaukee Bucks as fans? Honestly, a little bit?
At the beginning of the series, yeah. I mean, listen, they ended
ridiculously good team.
Ended the season number 1 in the East, so of course we knew it was going to be tough competition. But there can only be one winner, right?
Dude, there's video compilation.
Exactly.
There's video compilations of people who are way more smart about basketball than I am, who picked Milwaukee to beat Golden State. But, you know.
They just blew it.
Yeah,
They blew it.
4 in a row, homie. Okay, so how about those Raptors, huh?
And because I don't want to see Steph Curry three-peat,
Yes.
I will throw my weight behind the Toronto Raptors.
Okay, so
Fair enough.
here's what we need you to do. We need you to yell right now, go Raptors, go.
Oh, God. Really?
Yeah, come on.
Come on, Riggs.
Take the
You
L.
can do it, buddy.
Come on,
You
you
can
got
do it,
this.
buddy.
Oh, my God. I don't know.
Come on, man.
I don't know if I can do it.
Come on. Come on.
I gotta have to reach.
Riggs.
Riggs.
Go, Raptors, go! Oh, God. I gotta throw up now. Hold on.
Riggs from 103.7 Kiss FM in Milwaukee. Thanks very much for joining us on the Roz and Mocha Show.
Thanks, guys.
All
All right, buddy.
bro.
Take care, man. Yo, what's your favorite Drake song? I'm going to play right now.
Oh, God. And, nice for what? Nice for what? You nice Canadians.
All right. Love you, Riggs.
Love you guys.
Later,
See you, bye.
man.
The Roz and Mocha Show
There's a
podcast.
woman in Montreal who
There
just
is?
crushed the planking record. How do you plank? What is that? I don't explain to me what planking is.
I'll do it and you can talk.
No, just explain it to me, please.
So you're on this
I
part,
bet,
the
hold
forearm.
on. I bet you more can't even explain it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so you're on your forearms.
Yeah.
And your tippy toes kind of thing, and you're sort of hovering above the ground.
So what's the one where you lean against the wall and you pretend like you're a chair?
This thing?
Yeah, what's that called?
This is called
Like a wall
sit.
sit? A wall sit. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
That's where you, I guess, have that big ball.
Oh, that's what I thought
thing.
was planking was.
No.
So planking is like you're down in a like a push-up position.
Yeah, except you're laying on your elbows and your tippy toes.
Oh, I gotcha.
And your back has
I
to be
gotcha.
completely straight.
Yeah. Okay.
Completely.
So
Do it again, Maury?
Yeah, man.
You're probably doing it wrong.
So Dana Glowacka, a self-described fitness
You're doing it wrong. Your butt's up in the air.
enthusiast, just crushed the female planking record.
For how long?
So the previous record was 3 hours 30 minutes.
Oh boy,
It's a long plank.
She just did 4 hours 20 minutes.
4 hours on a plank?
Yeah.
I can do about a minute.
Yeah.
You can't do a minute.
The world record for the longest plank is by a Chinese guy named Mao Weidong, who held the position for 8 hours 1 minute.
Oh my.
Oh, wow.
8 hours 1 minute.
That's skill, man. That's legit just straight core strength.
Yeah. Is that what it is? Is that your core?
Yeah,
I
it's
know a
your
lot
core.
about this stuff.
That's all
yeah.
your
this,
core.
man.
Okay, go back down there for a
Stomach, your
second.
abs, everything, man.
Make sure we can hear you.
Okay.
How's that feel?
It's hurting
No.
my...
Now, what's wrong with this? What's wrong with this positioning? Okay, you explain it to me because I'm no
Your
planking
back's got-
expert.
Lower your butt just a little bit. Yeah, right there. Right there. No, you're raising your butt. Yeah, right there. Your
That
back
doesn't
has to
look
be
easy.
completely straight. Oh my God.
You're
Maury-
shaking already.
Maury
Don't you
is
go to the
shaking.
gym every day?
What?
Don't you go to the gym? Don't give up, Maury. Don't give up. Don't give up.
Yeah, I'm timing it.
No, neither am I. I mean, I
How
am.
long now?
Yeah, keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going.
That's 15 seconds, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, and don't worry about it, Maury. You don't need to say anything to be funny right now because this is hysterical to me.
Oh my God. Why are you?
This
It's like
doesn't
you know
look
what?
easy.
No joke.
Yeah.
It's like Maury's on drugs.
Yeah.
And
No, Maury, don't collapse, bro. You got this, homie. Come on, man.
come on, man. 15 seconds. You're
Yeah,
good.
yeah, you got this, Maury.
Oh, it's burning.
it has to burn.
Yeah, just no. Don't give up, Maury. Don't give up.
We believe in you, Maury. Okay, that's 15
Honestly,
seconds.
all that work that you do when you go to that spin cult and
Oh,
that.
yo, did you just fart?
No.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Just keep going, Maury. Keep going. You got
Why you
this,
making that
homie. So just if you're just joining us, hello.
Hi.
The world record for female planking.
Maury!
Did you just die?
I died.
That
Come
was
on, man.
so close. That's 15 seconds.
Dana Glowacka from Montreal beat the women's world record for planking. She did 4 hours and 20 minutes. 4 hours and 20 minutes of that? What you just did for 90 seconds?
I was so close.
Less than that even? Less than that? That does not look easy.
No.
I've never planked before.
You never planked?
No.
Why
you
does
wanna
he
try
need
right
to
now?
play? He doesn't need to play.
No.
Why you say it like that?
No. I only do exercises that are going to help me out in life.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Miley Cyrus dropped 2 new songs or performed 2 new songs over the weekend that nobody heard yet. It was BBC Radio 1's big weekend in Middlesbrough, England. Massive music festival. Sean Paul was there. Future performed. Billie Eilish was there. Lil Mix performed.
Wow.
Whole bunch of others. The first one I'm going to play for you here, it's called Mother's Daughter. This is Miley Cyrus on stage. That Miley's on, that she's been on lately. You don't like the song? Like that Malibu song? I love.
No, this is way different than Malibu.
But this is different. Yeah,
I like
it.
I like the Malibu direction.
Really? I like this one. Yeah, I like this one. Now, there's another song that she performed that is the one that's like really making the news. Is called Catitude. So I'll play you...
Catitude?
Yeah, it's called Catitude.
I want that on a shirt.
And I don't know, I'm not really the biggest fan of this one. I'll play you a little bit, and then I'll play you the part that is making the news and why it's making news.
Attitude, I love my rear means I got catitude. You don't feel what I'm saying, I don't. You don't feel what I'm saying, I don't. Hey, turn up your gratitude, and then your attitude. I love my hey, I mean I got catitude. You don't feel what I'm saying, I don't. You don't feel what I'm saying, I don't. Hey, go super, go dumb. Let me get it till I know you want some. Nashville, Tennessee.
This sounds like a hot mess.
It all does.
And then so on and so on and so on and so on and so on.
Yeah, okay, cool.
But there's a line in the song.
That part sounded like Missy Elliott.
Yeah, because it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. But Miley Cyrus talking about, you remember back in 2015 when she was hosting the MTV VMAs and then Nicki Minaj got on stage and said some stuff to Miley because that stems from Miley doing an interview beforehand talking smack about Nicki Minaj, and then Nicki accepts an award and says this.
And now, back to this that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?
Hey, we're all in this industry. We all do interviews, and we all know how they manipulate. Nikki, congratulations.
Oh, right. I remember. Yeah, that's right. Oof. Oh, God.
And 4 years later, Miley Cyrus is still talking about Nicki Minaj.
I'm gonna keep working for the jobs and just so I can keep buying cars on Elon Musk. But now black winners now, that's a must. I want my whole pie, so leave the crunch. I'm the moon, I'm the stars, I'm a Maserati. I love you, Nikki, but I listen to Cardi. I got a new song on the radio.
So she says, I love you, Nikki, but I listen to Cardi.
Oh, jeez. Why do that, man?
Like, let it go.
Like, just why bother? I don't know if I like those two songs, man.
See, so the first one's called Mother's Daughter. I like that one. The second one is called Catitude.
I also need to hear them when they're not recorded on somebody's phone at a festival.
Sure.
Like, I think it's probably going to sound like a much different song when we play it on the radio.
But no love lost between Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus, according to Miley.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
If you didn't know, along with the Roz and Mocha Show, Roz has another job outside of all this. Working
Being
for
awesome.
ET Canada.
Oh.
And when he leaves the radio station every morning at 10, he makes his way to the TV station for 11 a.m. And then he works a full day until 5:36, sometimes 6:30 at night.
Yeah, it's true.
Very, very busy. And oftentimes communicating with Roz during the day, a little bit difficult, only because you are so busy, which is why I try my best not to bother you.
Thank you. It's appreciated.
I save all the memes that I find, the hilarious stuff, for like after 7 o'clock. I'll text you and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Every now and then we'll text when I know you have a break. But the one person who does not respect that time is Damnit Maurie.
No, he pranks me all the time.
And I
Drives me
think
nuts.
it's getting out of hand with the amount of time that in a day where Maurie will call you because Maurie's bored and we'll record those conversations. And with the NBA Finals coming up on Thursday, Go Raptors Go, that was the subject of yesterday's prank call to you.
Stupid.
And you were in a meeting.
Stupid.
Hey, I'm not around. Leave a message. Damn. Hey, I'm not around. Leave a message.
Okay, I have a question.
Yeah.
When your phone's ringing there,
Yeah.
and twice now,
Yeah.
do you see that it's Maury and you just hit ignore?
Of course.
Oh, okay.
What?
How are you?
Good. What's going on?
I had an idea and I wanted to know what you think. So for the Raptors going into the NBA Finals at Jurassic Park, are you available to be there so that people can meet a real dinosaur?
Shut up. Dude.
I'm so dizzy.
I just left a meeting for this?
Well, I didn't know you were in a meeting, but it just couldn't wait.
Oh, stop it. You're so dumb.
No bones about it.
Okay. Are you proud of yourself?
Beyond.
Yeah, okay, good. I gotta go.
Hello?
Total jerk. It's not even funny. It's not even a funny joke. Like, I understand if it was a funny joke. That joke wasn't even funny. Nobody laughed at that joke.
It's a funny situation.
No, it's not. No, it's
I'm
not. Nobody
laughing at
laughed.
the situation.
Nah.
Knowing how busy you are throughout the day and knowing that you were in a meeting and you had to leave your meeting after ignoring his call twice.
No, nobody laughed at that joke. Nobody finds this funny at all. No, Maury, put your hand down. You don't count. Nobody found that funny. All right? People found that rude. Okay.
I know what you think. So for the Raptors going into the NBA Finals at Jurassic Park, are you available to be there so that people can meet a real dinosaur?
Shut up. Dude.
So proud he is. So proud.
That actually was a funny joke.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Raptors game tomorrow night.
Hell yeah, Golden State's in town right now.
They are, huh?
Yeah, they arrived last night. Try to sneak into our city.
Yeah,
Think
please.
we don't notice. Come on. Even you, Kevin Durant. I know
Right.
you're not playing tomorrow, but still.
Yeah.
Who gave you that pass? Well, NBA.
They're staying at the St. Regis.
Are they?
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Where's the St. Regis?
The St. Regis is at Adelaide and Bay. It used to be the Trump.
Oh, yeah. I like that hotel.
So they're staying at the Trump
I stayed there
Hotel.
one time, twice
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, it's nice there?
Yeah, I took Catherine. Catherine and I went to, when it was the Trump, before Trump was Trump, of course.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't do that. Not Maury.
Oh, just because I got married in their hotel.
We stayed there right as soon as Roxy was born.
Yeah.
Not long after Roxy was born. It was sort of like our first night out, and my mom was coming over to look after the kid. And we went, I had this whole thing planned. It was Valentine's Day. And I'm like, listen, it's me and you. We're actually going to go to a movie. It's going to be awesome. Then we're going to go to a hotel and, and it's just going to be dope. Everything's going to be just forget about it. Taken care of.
Netflix and chill minus the
Yeah,
Netflix.
thank you. And then we went for dinner. Neither of us really ate all that much because you're just so stressed out. And then we went to a movie, and the stupid movie I picked was Inception.
Oh, great movie.
Which is 3 hours long.
Still, good movie.
And I didn't understand it.
Nobody does.
And I fell asleep during the movie.
Hold on, the movie's about sleeping and stuff.
Thank
and
you.
You fell asleep in a movie about sleeping.
Thank you. So I fell asleep at the beginning of Inception, and then I woke up, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt was swimming in the air down a hallway, and I was like, nope. And then I just closed my eyes and went back to sleep again. Yeah, I chose to sleep all the way through Inception, and then we went back to the hotel because it was supposed to be our big hotel night. We're like, gonna go back to the Trump, and it's gonna be dope. And
Oh,
we got,
yeah.
big suite.
Yo, baby, I'm fully rested.
Oh, come
Here
on.
we go.
You're kidding me, right? So at some point we went back to the Trump, and then I woke up again when I was on the couch and Catherine was taking my socks off. and then the next time I saw her was in the morning.
Oh, no.
I didn't even sleep in the bed with her.
You ready to check out, babe?
Yeah. I didn't even sleep in the bed
you
with
her. You
her.
Trump Hotel, slept on the couch?
I slept on the couch.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Amanda Teague, a.k.a. Amanda Sparrow, in Ireland, married a 300-year-old pirate ghost in 2016 and recently divorced him. He didn't like that idea and decided to possess her, which meant she had to get an exorcism in order to have her now ghost ex-husband to leave. Hi, Amanda. Welcome back to the Roz and Mocha Show.
Hi.
Wait, this is Amanda we're talking to, not Jack, right?
It is, yes.
The last time we talked to you, because Mocha and I were just talking about this, back in December, you had said then when you were going through the divorce with your ghost husband, the pirate, that you were worried that he was not going to take the divorce well, and you may have had to have an exorcism to get him out of your life. And that is now the case, right?
Yes, that's the case, yes. Unfortunately, it's not really possible to actually divorce a ghost because you have to go to court in front of a judge. And while you might get a legal registrar who's prepared to marry you, to actually bring it to court would be a little bit more complicated. So I just literally cut off contact. But yeah, he really wasn't pleased about that and he wasn't having it. So yeah, it did end up in me having to get an exorcism done.
So, Amanda, is your ex-husband ghost, Jack, is he still like possessing you right now?
No.
Oh, he's
After
gone.
the exorcism, he was crossed over and he's no longer.
Was he trying to hold on though, like during the exorcism?
Yes, to a certain extent, yes, he was. And we thought that it might be more traumatic than it ended up being, but in the end, he did agree to leave, but with a lot of, shall we say, persuasion.
So how did you know that you were possessed? Like, how do you know that? When did you know that it went from just a marriage to your 300-year-old ghost husband to where it was now a possession? Like, what were the signs?
Well, because I worked in spiritual work, I knew the signs of possession and attachment, which is ill health and just everything kind of going wrong in your life and lots of negativity. From about 2 weeks after we got married, things started to get bad for me. My health started to get really bad. But again, I went to people and I asked them and they communicated with Jack and they all assured me that all was fine. Then there was more red flags when my dog Toby passed over. And then again, we went for a period that we didn't really connect or communicate, and my health really improved during that period of time. So there were quite a lot of red flags the whole time. But just the same as if you were in a physical relationship, if the signs are there, you kind of ignore them because you don't really want it to be the case. And it wasn't until I almost died in June of last year that I really had to step back and say, this is spiritual. There is a spiritual connection here to this illness. So, I've quit all kinds of spiritual work now. I do feel very much that I was lured into all of this after the death of my son, marketed something that was very much love and light and safe to communicate with the dead and all that. But I've seen a very negative side to it. It's not all love and light, and it is quite dangerous. And to be honest with you, I'm done with it.
Oftentimes when people go through a breakup, they understand that the relationship has to end. But then there's still like breakup sex, like where, you still go back and to that thing that, was so wonderful and oftentimes the best part of a relationship. Did you make that mistake? Were you still intimate with your ghost husband when maybe you shouldn't have been?
I think probably the last time that we were, yes, I kind of knew that something was seriously wrong, but then
We've all been there. We've all been there.
So yeah. So after the surgery, it wasn't actually possible because my surgery was down in those intimate areas. So, but there was a long period of months where I was very unsure whether I wanted to end it. And yes, I did go through very much that period, I would say from June till really December of last year, where I was very much wanting to end it, but again, not ready to make the full break, I guess.
Are there any other ghosts that you've heard of that are happy that maybe you're back on the market now? Like, are you being contacted by any other ghosts?
Well, like I said, I don't do spiritual work anymore, so I don't communicate
so you don't even know.
Leave myself open to that. I'm pretty sure if I did, there would be spirits that would try to communicate with me, but I'm too scared to do it anymore.
What about a living man? Are you interested in anybody who's still alive?
Well, not at the minute. Possibly, if somebody came along in the future that was was compatible with me, maybe.
Even just from an excitement point of view, I have to imagine that it's going to be a difficult transition to, even move on to any new relationship when you're going from a 300-year-old ghost pirate. I don't know how you then get excited about somebody who sells like cell phone plans. I fear that norm that live people have been ruined now.
Well, it's not like I hadn't had relationships with physical people before, because I did. Obviously, I have children.
Sure.
I do feel that there's so much pressure on society for us to be, part of this plus one, whether that's, somebody of the same sex or the opposite sex. And, I kind of went to the extreme because of my religious beliefs and everything, that I married a ghost to try and be part of a plus one. I think after going to the extreme that I did, I think I'm kind of done that.
maybe instead of like a dead ghost, maybe like a dead kindergarten teacher or something like that. Like, why not? Like, can't you go, why do you have to go with a pirate?
I guess it was, because that's who came in or whatever. And that's, I had the interest in it because I was writing a book about piracy. And
right.
I guess, what you put out is what you attract.
Anything else you have to add, Mocha?
Nope.
No, Mocha's good. Okay.
Amanda Teague, thank you very much for joining us on the Roz Mocha Show. You married a 300-year-old pirate ghost, got divorced. He wasn't down with that divorce and possessed you, and then you needed the exorcism, and you are now completely out of that world.
Yes, right?
Yes,
you are. Okay. Congratulations.
My new book is out as well on Amazon if people are interested in the full story. It's called A New Attitude.
There you go. Thank you so much for hanging out with us again, Amanda.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
All right,
have a great day.
You too. So 2 minutes into that, you shut down. Did you lose interest or did you just have nothing to say?
That's just such a weird conversation to have with someone, You can only ask so many questions.
I know.
Before there are just no more questions that need to be asked.
I agree. I'll tell you this. I as soon as we had her back on the phone, I remembered the way that we talked to her the first time, and that was you have a decision to make. You can either goof on her because that's really what you want to do. You married a 300-year-old pirate ghost. But I am more interested in this story when I buy into it, if I take it 100% seriously. I'm far more interested in that conversation than I am in another conversation.
Yeah. Well, I think I'm good now.
Yeah.
I'm good.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Let's go Raptors! Yo, today is game day!
Yes,
we
sir.
the North! Superfan Nav is in the building. What's up, man?
Hey.
How you doing?
On the top of the world, man.
Yeah, I can't only imagine what this must be like for you.
Listen, since 95, you've been there since game number 1.
Game number 1 and never been late for a game, never missed a game, and never left a game early.
Wow.
I've never missed a minute of the game in the arena.
And you've literally been with the Toronto Raptors through the highs, the lows, the lower than the lows.
You're right on that. More lows than high. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now you're here as a fan that's been there with the team as a fan and not part of the organization since day one. What does it mean to you to see the Raptors in the NBA Finals?
My God, as crazy it sounds, and as many times as you say that we are in the NBA Final, it sounds crazy, but it's for real now. We are in the NBA Finals for the first time.
Yeah, man.
And man, we are going to have what a beautiful series. We are going to surprise the world.
I'll tell you, I was really happy that, you were really recognized in this last week. And somebody said something real terrible to you on Twitter. And the amount of people that rallied behind you and then got your story out. It wasn't just, hey, don't say mean things, but it was people took the opportunity to tell your story and your story as a man and your story as a Raptors fan. And it really brought people together. And it made this so much more than just a basketball game, having your involvement in this. It was incredible.
Yes, I think we made a negative situation into a positive situation, because this is all making, the world together. We as Sikhs are against bullying. I'm of a Sikh faith.
Yeah.
We are against bullying. We are against racism. For us, first thing in the morning, our prayer is to pray for everybody's happiness, irrespective of the religion, color, or whatever, gender or anything.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We are very inclusive of that. So, this is very good. We made a good situation out of a very negative situation. And I'm very happy that the person realized, and more kudos to him. He's a very big guy. I appreciate that. When a person realizes that they've done something wrong, you got to give them the credit.
I agree, man.
It's Roz Mocha, Kiss 92.5, Superfan Nav is here. Toronto Raptors, NBA Finals. Game 1 is tonight. And we've said before, and everybody knows, again, you've been with the team since 95, since the very beginning. And throughout the years, you've obviously made friends with other players from other teams throughout the league. Is there anybody on the Golden State Warriors that you've had to have a conversation with that said, listen, we're cool and everything outside of this series, but during this series, don't talk to me?
Nobody has told me that yet, but you know what?
No, that you said to them.
Oh, you know what? I'm not going to tell them anything. I'm going to show by my actions.
Okay.
I'm not leaving anybody alone. Steve Kerr is a very, very good friend of mine, and I respect him a lot.
Yeah.
And I've known him for a long time. Steph Curry is like my little brother.
Well, yeah, you've been there when his dad played with the Raptors
I have
for
seen
3 years,
Steph
right?
Curry shooting as a young shoot, taking 300 shots before the game and after the game.
Yeah.
So I have seen that, and you know what? I know Boogie so well. I know Iguodala. I know a lot of players on that team.
Okay,
but
we
they're
know that
friends.
you know them.
They're brothers before the 48 minutes and after the 48 minutes.
Okay.
During 48 minutes, we are going to be going at each other. I'm going to do what I have to do, and I want them to do what they have to do.
Oh, snap.
Are you going to do anything like what Drake does?
No, I'm not. Drake does what he does. Drake does what... No, Drake does the important part.
Yes.
He goes into their head.
I agree.
He gets into the player's head. He does that. We have split our duties. He does that. I do when they're throwing the free throws. That's where I have to get 3 or 4 points,
Okay, real talk here. How much for your seat for tonight's game?
I don't know.
Throw out a number. Throw out a number. Throw out a number.
Minor the season. A lot of money.
No, throw out a number. I need to know.
I don't know.
I need to know what it would take. I need to know what it would take for you to miss your first game, which is the first game of the NBA Finals for the Raptors. I need to know what that number is. Is there a number?
You know what? I'm going to figure out all after I have taken a line of credit. I'm going to worry about after winning the championship how to pay for that.
All right, Superfan, now before we wrap things up, your message to the city of Toronto as we embark on Game 1 tonight.
Oh, very important. Thank you for giving me that opportunity. Guys, we are in the NBA Finals. We, the fans, have been amazing for the last three rounds. But today, this is for the cup. This is for the ring. So, guys, our team is all good and ready to go. Our coaching staff is amazing. And I want to give a shout out to a coach here, Phil Handy, who was a coach with Cleveland. And I'm expecting him to really step up his game on this because he knows Cleveland used to play against Golden State. And I believe he's going to step up. He knows their playbook and we are going to use it. So Coach Phil Handy, you bring your playbook there. And also the fans, guys, you got to be louder than ever. This is NBA Finals Game 1. We got to bring everybody. Everybody has to be a super fan inside and super fan outside. Wherever you are watching the game, if it's at your home or in a sports bar, make sure you are cheering the loudest. And in the end, I tell you one thing. Yes, Golden State is a champion. And to unseat a champion is not an easy thing, but we are going to do it. This is like climbing a Mount Everest. We are right there on the tip of Mount Everest. All we have to do is everything together. We are going to be putting the flag in the next 2 weeks on the top of Mount Everest. And this is not just for the city of Toronto. This is for whole Canada. This is Canada versus Golden State. And so, guys, go Raptors. Go Raptors and we the North.
Yeah,
baby.
Superfan Nav, everybody!
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Hi, it's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. What's your name?
Daniela.
Daniela wrote this, Roz.
Mm-hmm.
You boys mentioned something about being on the air for 10 years, and I didn't believe you. So I started thinking about when I first heard you on the radio. That was 17-year-old me, just got my license and car and was driving to school. I'm now driving to my full-time career job. LOL, that's insane. 10 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think that I've been listening for that long, yeah.
So you're like a full grown-up now, huh?
I'm an adult.
What's your life like now? Like, what are the things that you transitioned from 10 years ago into where you are today?
Well, I'm actually a teacher now.
Wow.
So I'm technically still in school, but I'm on the other end of things now.
See, that's crazy. So when you started listening to us, you were a 17-year-old student. Now you're a teacher.
Yeah.
And you were probably like a 17-year-old student who hated school and hated your teachers. And now you're the teacher trying to gain the respect of students who hate school and hate their teachers.
Exactly.
Yeah. Welcome to full circle.
It's so upsetting that these people listen from when they're like 17 and kids, and then they end up being so much better than, me.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like, they're more successful than I am, and they grew up listening to this whole show, and they started as a kid, and now they're doing better.
You don't think you're...
Why? Because you've done nothing in 10 years?
I've done, but they're like financially better, they're smarter.
Maury's upset because he's been doing this job for 10 years, and when people started listening to the show at 17, in that 10 years, you have leapfrogged him and are now more successful than he is.
Yes.
Somebody who couldn't get into a rated R movie when you started this job, Maury, is now more successful than you are.
Blows my mind.
I couldn't get into an R-rated movie when I started listening to you guys.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Damn. Well, Daniela, thank you for your dedication for the past 10 years to the Roz Mocha Show.
No problem. It's been awesome, and it's been amazing and entertaining.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for your text. Between Roz and Mocha, who's your favorite? You have to have an answer. You've been listening for 10 years.
And you know what? Every time people answer this, I'm like, oh, that's a pretty funny reason. Okay, what would I say? And you know what? I'm going to go with Mocha because of his laugh.
You know it's a fake laugh, right?
It's not fake.
I'm joking.
Dude.
Fake laugh.
I'm joking. You're allowed to have a favorite, even if you're wrong. It's fine.
Hey! Shut up, Maury. You're still broke, bro. 10 years plus.
The only reason Maury's broke is because Maury's got a 40-year mortgage on that condo.
Love you, Daniela.
Love you guys, too.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix?
Roz and Mocha got you.
Gabrielle.
Hi.
Hi, it's Roz and Mocha. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I think this is like our first ever long distance Roz and Mocha FML.
Yeah.
Across the ocean.
That's right. So thank you for joining us from Portugal.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so Gabrielle, you
Wait,
read
I need to know. Like, you're in Portugal.
Yeah.
How did you discover the Roz and Mocha Show?
I'm originally from Toronto. I've been listening to you guys for like 10 years since I've been in high school.
Oh, damn. Since the beginning. Okay, so what brought you out to Portugal?
Just needed a little bit of a change from Toronto. Better weather out here. It's like 30-something degrees today. So,
And how old are you?
I'm 26.
26. And what do you do out there in Portugal?
I teach English at an after-school program to kids.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so
Yeah.
Gabrielle, you write us this. Signed up for my gym back in October and have been seriously crushing on one of my personal trainers at my gym. His name is Tiago. My personal trainer, Miguel, is friends with him. Tiago is also, the gym masseuse, so I've gotten a few massages from him in the past.
Oh, no!
I haven't really spoken to him besides hi and bye. How do I ask him out on a date without it being weird and everyone finding out? You say that your gym is small and news can travel fast. You want some personal training sessions from him, LOL. So you want to know how to date your trainer, right?
Pretty much, yeah, without it being weird and also because it is his place of work, you know?
First of all, I will say one thing, which is you need to know before you do any of this stuff, and it's impossible for you to kind of find this out, but many places, many gyms stipulate to their trainers that this is a 100% no-go regardless of feelings, that they're not allowed to date clients with risk of losing their job.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you know if that is the case at your gym?
No, but I'm sure I could find out some way.
Yeah.
Okay, so other than the massages that you get from him, is there any type of interaction? Like, have you talked to him at all, or even in the massage room, are you guys talking, or is it just strictly massage and you're silent?
No, I mean, I've had a few conversations with him. He also teaches like cycling classes, so I'll say hi to him and have a little bit of a conversation after the class or before. If he's training during the day at the same time when I'm training, like, we'll talk. It's just like really basic little conversations.
There's reasons people start crushing on their personal trainers. One, because they're hot. You know, realistically, you know, and there's a lot of like personal attention paid to you by somebody who's extremely attractive. There's a lot of touching. There's a lot of encouragement. There's a lot of sweat. There's a sense of accomplishment after your meetings.
Plus, that's one thing that you guys have in common, right?
Yeah, like you feel like you're going through something together, and then you add on the fact that he's a masseuse, and then you're lying on a bed wearing very little, and there's oil and touching and rubbing, and things feel good. And like, there's a lot of reasons why you should crush on your personal trainer. But I will say this. Pursuing your personal trainer, to me, is only going to perpetuate the worst stereotype ever for personal trainers, which is that they sleep with all their clients.
Well, he's not my trainer. He's one of the trainers at the gym.
I know, but still, that's so tricky, Gabrielle.
Yeah, it's really tricky. I would say, first of all, if anything happens, okay, like if you are going to sit and have a conversation with them, it can't happen in the gym or after a class or anything. This is something that has to happen like outside of the gym, and you can't then in the gym say, hey, can I talk to you outside of the gym? Like, it has to just, you can't bring this stuff.
Plus, you don't want to weird him out, right?
It's his job, you know?
Yeah. You don't want him to feel uncomfortable showing up to work, and then anytime he sees you, he's like, oh no, here's that girl that likes me and I don't like her back, or anything like that, right?
That's exactly what I want to avoid.
And I'll say this too, in 2019, after Me Too and all the sort of wonderful things that came out of the Me Too movement, you know, there's the danger zone for things like this, even if it is platonic and completely, you know, on the level between two, you know, sort of consenting adults. People are nervous, okay? Because if he starts in with you and let's say it just doesn't go well, okay? He doesn't know you that well. He doesn't know, you know, how bad a breakup, you know, is going to be for his career, for other people he trains. Like, let's just say he's training, you know, other women, and then these women don't want him to train anymore because they think that he's just the guy that hooks up with all the hot girls at the gym. Right? You know, and then all of a sudden, you know, next thing you know, he's a sexual harasser.
Gabrielle, if I can be honest, I say you leave this one alone. There's too much that could go wrong. Yeah, there's too much, way too much that can go wrong.
But the massage table, though, what if she keeps it total secret? What if she promises like that she's never going to say anything? Like, what if it's just a fling? Like, do you want him to be your boyfriend, or you just want to hook up with him?
I mean, I don't know.
Like, if you just want to hook up, then just, you know, you can hook up with the guy. But it's different when you want to go public and he's got to tell his boss and stuff.
I think you need to let it go.
One time I used to go to a bar that I loved. Like, I loved this place. I would go there every day after work, and then for a brief period of time I dated one of the bartenders, and I never went back afterwards, and I really ruined that bar for myself.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want to ruin this gym. I love this gym.
Well, geez, but I don't know though. But like, what about love? Like, can't you just, you know, like, what about love? Like, I don't want to get so obsessed with optics and 2019, and I know I'm the one that even brought that up. But like, what about love?
You have
like,
to.
You're not allowed to make a pass at somebody anymore. Like, you're not allowed to flirt. Like, what the hell? Like, are we so? I may be changing my mind. I may say go head on with this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I may say go head on with this, as long as you are willing to accept the consequences. Okay, the risk has to be worth the reward. So, are you willing to risk that gym?
I don't know. I would have to think really hard about it.
Okay, well then the answer is no. If you're willing to risk everything that could come out of this from going really, really sideways, then I'd say go for it. If you're not willing to risk that, then just lift your weights and keep your head down, and every now and then get them to rub you down with oil.
Moore's in the other room shaking his head.
And
yes.
And that's got to be good enough.
Yeah, I could probably live with that.
Yeah. Okay. Just get a nice rub down every now and then.
Hi, Gabrielle.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Hey, we love you. Thank you for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show.
Thank you. Okay. Bye-bye.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. Only on Kiss.
Everybody's freaking out over Britney.
Why?
Well, because there's so many conspiracies. Like, when the whole Free Britney thing started, there was a podcast, and I believe they only cover Britney, and they do a really great job of it. These two huge Britney fans. Yeah. And they had an anonymous caller months ago that said that Britney was basically, her life was not her own, and that she was being forced to go to treatment, take medications, and all this stuff. And that she was, everything that she was sort of doing that you would see through social media and through the news was not of her own will, that she was being forced to do it because of the conservatorship and everything else that she's under. And then when her dad got sick, she took a turn, and then the whole Vegas thing happened, and then her manager came out to say that she may never perform again, just like all this stuff. And she's kept up some sort of presence on social media.
Yeah.
And then yesterday the story came that fans started figuring out or trying to sort of connect the dots that all the posts that Britney was posting, all the things that she was posting on social media were old, and that somebody was doing it on her behalf, and they actually weren't current videos, and that this is only more evidence that Britney is being held against her will.
Internet detectives, huh?
Yeah. So they were, all these like detectives were going crazy on all her past videos, trying to figure out, when they could have been from, because they said that they weren't new, which only leads to the theory that Britney's being held against her will. And so yesterday, Britney releases a video on Instagram to try and shut down those rumors.
For those of you who don't think I post my own videos, I did this video yesterday. So you're wrong, but I hope you like it.
But still, like hold up a newspaper.
Yeah, show the date.
Yeah, hold up today's newspaper.
Also, how do we know? Now I'm starting to think like the internet detectives, right? How do we know that you weren't forced to say that?
Exactly.
Right? How do we know that there weren't 10 other people in that room?
Exactly.
They were like, no, do it again.
And that's
do it again.
That's the problem with all of this, is that even if Britney does come out and say, hey, listen, it's, May 28th, 2019, I, Britney Jean Spears, am of sound mind and body. Like, how do you know that she's not being forced to say that?
Yeah.
Like, that's everything she does now.
I know.
Just
it's going to be so suspect.
Yeah.
Everything.
And also, she did not look like it didn't look like, she looked like she'd been up a couple days in that video.
Really?
Yeah.
Man,
and don't get me wrong, I love Britney, but she wasn't like all done up doing like one of those great videos.
Like what you would think.
Yeah.
Britney to look like.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. This free Britney thing has me shook. I started getting into this a couple of weeks ago, and it's deep. Like, I recommend not going down the Britney rabbit hole of free Britney if you don't have like a lot of time to sort of investigate.
You're like one of the busiest people I know. How in the hell do you find the time?
Yeah.
To delve into hashtag free Britney.
I'll tell you how it ended. I'm not going to tell you how I started going down the free Britney hashtag, but I'll tell you how it ended.
Okay.
Is when I was deep inside the free Britney conspiracy. And then Roxy goes, I'm at home, and Roxy goes, Dad, is my dinner done?
Oh, no.
And I go, oh, yeah, right. I'm like, listen, man, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. And she looks at the clock and looks back at me and goes, that was an hour ago.
Oh!
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Have you been watching America's Got Talent at all, or no?
No, I haven't.
This show?
No.
So the other night, Gabrielle Union, who I had no idea was one of the new judges on the show, she hit her golden buzzer for this kid. And the golden buzzer, I think it sends you straight to the finals.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. So there was a 22-year-old on there named Cody Lee.
Okay.
And he came out with holding the arm of a woman.
Okay.
And he had like a walking stick, like a cane.
Yeah.
Because he's blind and autistic. And like, autism is such a fascinating condition. And even while answering the judge's questions, you wondered like what he was going to do, because he didn't seem like his answers were very sort of like rudimentary. Like his answers he had a great sense of humor, like he was smiling and everything else, but like you had no idea what he was able to do. But But with autism, you have no idea what people are capable of doing because autism is one of those freaky things where on the outsider at first glances, you would think that this person would have a very limited skill set. And then all of a sudden, they just go into a different gear and they're brilliant.
What does Cody do? Like dance or something?
So Cody was he plays the piano when he sings. So here, listen to this. This is the introduction of Cody Lee on America's Got Talent.
Hello.
Welcome to America's Got Talent. What's your name?
I'm Cody.
Hi, Cody.
I'm Cody Lee.
How old are you?
I am 22 years old.
What are you going to do here for us today?
I'm going to sing a song for you on the piano.
I love it. Tina, tell us a little bit about Cody.
That's his mom.
Cody is blind and autistic.
Wow.
We found out that he loved music really early on. He listened and his eyes just went huge and he started singing. And that's when I was in tears because that's when I realized, oh my gosh, he's an entertainer.
Well, we'd love to hear you.
So
Go for it. You ready?
She brings him over to the piano, right? Yeah. She brings him over to the piano, like he figures out where the microphone is and everything else. And then, so this is what he does when he's sitting at the piano.
I've been so many places in my life.
That's the same kid?
Yeah, dude.
Get out of here.
Like,
I've been so many places in my life and time. I've sung a lot of songs and I made some bad rhymes.
I got goosebumps.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I've acted out my life in stages, 10,000 people watching, we're alone now, and I'm singing this song to you.
Right.
This guy's voice is sick.
Dude.
Holy.
Thank you.
It was extraordinary. I mean, really extraordinary.
Yeah.
You just want to give your kids the moon, the stars, and the rainbows. And tonight, I'm going to give you something special.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I was like, I get so emotional over this. It like busted me up, man. But yeah, that's Cody Lee from America's Got Talent.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix.
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hello, Amanda. It's Roz and Mocha.
Hey, guys. Good
Oh,
morning.
man, you're going through a classic case. Classic.
Amanda, you wrote us this. Roz and Mocha FML. Neighbors who lease the house next door are nightmares. They pour bird seed all over their porch, which attracts all sorts of animals to it. And then the bird seed is all over my yard, my porch, inside my husband's air filter in his truck, not to mention the excrement.
Gross.
That's poop, by the way. They don't maintain their grass or trees. They have overgrown and full of weeds. A tree branch fell during the storm, and it was just dangling from the tree for weeks before someone ripped it off. They have 2 very large dogs that bark endlessly.
Damn.
And my 2 young girls are afraid to go out when they're out. You say that it's been over a year, and you were hoping that they'd be gone soon, but it doesn't look like anything is going to change for a while. Am I being a bitchy neighbor?
Damn, Amanda. Have you talked to your neighbors at all? Have you had any type of interaction with them?
Okay, so we rarely see people. Like once in a while, my husband has waved, or if I see someone, I wave, we say hello, but that's it.
But you haven't had a conversation with them?
No, not really.
That should be the first step.
So it's been so long now. I feel like it's
No,
awkward.
just treat it cool, man. You have to have a face-to-face conversation. I remember at our place, our neighbor, he smoked cigarettes and would toss his cigarette butts. They would land in our garden. So one day I went to the door, I just knocked on the door and I said, hey, listen, not sure if you're aware, but the cigarette butts that you're tossing, they're ending up in my yard. The dog's in the yard. Our kid is in the yard. I just wouldn't want them to pick it up. Do you mind tossing your cigarette butts somewhere else? And the wife was totally cool about it. Ever since then, no cigarette butts in the yard ever again.
Okay.
I would say maybe knock on the door and try and reason with them. The one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to take petty revenge.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's the one
No,
thing.
no, no,
That's the one thing
of
you
course.
don't want to do. Having a conversation is always the best way to go. I think that neighbors should be able to talk to neighbors like this. Maybe it's an old school way of thinking, but I think that neighbors can sort things out themselves. Now, they lease this place, right?
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
And they don't treat the outside very well. Like
Okay.
it's like
Yeah, because they don't own the place,
Terrible.
right? They don't care about it.
The other thing you can do is you can try and reach out to the owners if it doesn't go well, having a conversation with the with your actual neighbors. And again, talking to your neighbors is where to start. There are a few things, and if it escalates, I'm just saying, like if they ignore you or they diss you or they escalate the situation, if they're just doing it out of spite, there are certain things you can do. Like there are bylaws that you can file. Like I think it's 8 inches if their grass or their weeds gets above 8 inches. You can call the city and they'll put a bylaw infraction on them.
it never gets that high because my husband will cut it.
Well, tell your husband to stop cutting their lawn.
Yeah.
Well, it's attached to our lawn. Though.
Oh,
Like it's one of those so it's like it looks terrible. He's like, forget it. I'm just gonna do it.
No, because then they're going to always expect for it to be done. Know where your property line is and just cut your own friggin' grass.
Yeah, and there, and I'm sure if you went digging, I'm sure in the city of Toronto, because we're so uptight, I'm sure there's some sort of environmental hazard bylaw that you could file about the bird poop. Like, I don't know. I'm sure, you could probably take that route. I would suggest first talking to them and trying to reason with them. But somebody who doesn't care about the place that they live really bothers me. Somebody who doesn't sort of take pride in the way that things look has always bothered me. I like neighborhoods, like in the States. I know that there's some neighborhoods that aren't even condo neighborhoods, but if you live in particular neighborhoods, like down in Florida, there's an HOA, which is a homeowners association. And if you live in this neighborhood, you have to abide by the homeowners association rules, which is your grass cannot be above this length. You have to trim your sidewalk edges. Your planters can't be full of weeds. They have to actually be plants. Like there's all these sort of things. And if you want to live there, you have to be the good neighbor to keep everything looking good. And I don't mind those rules.
No, me
I
neither.
think we could do with some of those rules here. And I don't like a lot of government or police intervention. But I do like, I do like living next to somebody who takes as much care of their place as I do of mine.
Pride of ownership.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Amanda, your first step is to have a conversation with the people who lease that property next door.
I know. I'm kind of terrified of the dogs answering the door.
And if it doesn't work, then you have to find a way to contact the person that owns that property.
Yeah. Okay.
Because you know what? Sometimes the people who own the property, they may not even know. They may be the type of person that just knows that they collect the rent money and they pay off the mortgage and that's it. They don't make house calls. They don't check up on the property. They don't even speak to the people who are leasing or renting. So I would, again, first start with talking to the neighbors.
Okay.
And start the conversation with, "Hey, bucko."
Yes, that's totally my personality.
I would do that.
Okay, thanks, guys.
All right, thanks, Amanda.
Thanks, guys. I love you. Have a great day.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life, only on Kiss.
We got a text late last night from Doris who wanted us to wish her daughter, Melody, a happy 8th birthday.
Oh, 8.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Hey, Doris, are you there?
Hello.
Hello, we're looking for Melody, please.
Oh, Melody? Okay, sure. Give me one moment, okay?
Is this Doris?
Yes, it is.
Doris, it's Roz Mocha.
I know.
She knows.
I know.
She knows. Jeez, man.
Sorry.
Okay. I'll get Melody for you, okay?
Yeah. You think she didn't know?
No, I didn't.
She texted us, man.
No, I know, but anyway. I'm sick. Leave me alone.
Good morning.
Melody.
Hi.
Hi, Melody. How are you?
Good.
Happy birthday. It's Roz Mocha.
Thank you.
I know we're a day late, but that's okay. Tell us what you did for your special day yesterday when you turned 8.
I went to Mandarin.
Nice.
I also got off school early to watch Aladdin yesterday.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a pretty great birthday.
I handed out markers for the whole class. I'm giving them away to one for each student.
Oh, that's nice.
It's awesome, too.
What did you have at Mandarin? What was your favorite thing to eat there?
Torpedo shrimp and onion rings.
Yeah.
That's the best.
My go-to at Mandarin is always the chicken wings or the chicken balls.
Yeah.
Just covered in sauce.
Yeah.
Did you like Aladdin?
Yep.
Hey, listen, thank you for being such a fan of the Roz and Mocha show. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening on your way to school every day.
Can I tell you my mom's favorite jokes? She has some favorites.
Okay, yeah, go. You want to tell us a joke? Go ahead.
Okay, what do you call Sinead O'Connor when she spins around in circles?
Oh, wow. Okay.
What do you call Sinead O'Connor when she spins around in circles? What do you I don't know. What?
Tornado Connor.
Tornado Connor. Come on.
That's a good one. You got another one?
What type of pillow likes going on roller coasters?
What type of pillow likes going on roller coasters?
What kind?
A whoopee cushion.
That's great. Well, Melody, happy birthday to you from the Roz and Mocha Show. And we can't end this call without...
Oh, yeah. You want to sing? Hey, Maury, get in here quickly.
Yeah, of course, dude. We have to. For Melody's 8th. Here we go.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
Hold on, stop.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Melody. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Melody.
Thank you.
It's like the easiest song in the world, Maury.
Yeah.
For real. The easiest song in the world.
You guys started too quick.
No.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Raptor fever has taken over the city of Toronto. Of course, game 1 tonight against the Warriors. 9 o'clock. Oh, my God. So crazy hype for this. And Chris Kelly, who works here on Kiss 92.5, his show, 7 p.m. till midnight, Monday to Friday. And he's getting in on some serious Raptor action.
Yeah, so the story yesterday was that there was a tattoo shop in Little Italy that was going to offer free Raptor tattoos between like specific times of day.
Yeah.
And they were offering 4 different Raptor tattoos. And so Chris Kelly's like, hey, I want to get in on this. And instead of him deciding, like any adult should, where they're going to get a tattoo, he left it up for the audience to vote on it.
Chris Kelly, you crazy SOB.
Hello.
We the North, baby.
Yeah, heck yeah. Let's go Raptors.
Okay, so you're getting this tattoo thing?
Roz is literally rubbing his temples right now.
Dude.
Yes, a tattoo artist coming in at 8 o'clock tonight to do the tattoo on Facebook Live.
You got to talk to your mother, man.
You know what? I actually called her on the show last night, and she's not, the happiest.
Yeah,
but...
no, okay.
Wait, Chris, do you have any other tattoos?
I've got one small one on my arm. That's it.
Oh, bro.
Oh, no. Is the tattoo that's on your arm smaller or will be bigger than the Raptor tattoo you're getting live on the radio tonight?
Smaller. Definitely a lot smaller.
Oh, wow.
God.
Okay.
Okay, so here's my question. You, for some ungodly reason, allowed it up to the audience to decide on where you're going to get this tattoo. What were the options that people could vote on?
So I wanted to go ankle, good tattoo spot, chest, shoulder, and then, of course, we got to throw the wild card in there and toss the buttocks.
Just for the record, I voted 5 times for his butt.
Okay. Can you see what the results are currently?
I did a little tally just before I jumped on air with you, and it's pretty close between chest and butt, but I do think butt is in the lead right now.
Oh, no. Which cheek?
I asked a couple people last night, and a lot of people want left cheek, so we'll have to please the people.
Why not just right in the middle? If you're going to do it. Do you have any idea how much you're going to ruin your game watching experience tonight if you get a tattoo on your ass?
I didn't think about this, and then someone told me, they're like, yeah, you're not going to be able to sit down for a while. I'm like,
man.
what the heck?
No, you're going to be swollen and bleeding back there and like all like gauzed up with cellophane wrapped around your cheek. Like it's a nightmare, man.
Yeah, I didn't think about this.
All right, so Chris, where do people go if they want to vote? How long do they have to vote? And when will you throw out the results?
Facebook.com/Kiss925. You can go vote on that video in the comments. The options are in the video. We're going to close voting at 7, tally it up, and then 8 p.m.
Yeah.
I'm hoping for shoulder, but it does not look like shoulder's winning at this point.
Okay. So if everybody could go there right now to Facebook, to the Kiss925 Facebook page, and just please throw your vote behind butt. That would be... That would be so spectacular.
Specifically left cheek.
No, specifically center. That's what I want to see. And I want you to get that basketball with the claw.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Do you know which tattoo you're going to get? Like, which one out of all the designs that are being offered up?
You know, I was going to let everybody choose that too, but I thought that was way too much control. I think it's just going to be one of the Raptors. At the end of the day, it's also just a dinosaur tattoo if they lose. But they're not going to.
Raptor dinosaur. All right.
Jeez. So what time are people finding out what the final vote was, and when are you getting this tattoo?
Just before 8 p.m. we'll start the live stream and hopefully have a tally by then, and then the artist will do their magic live in studio.
Okay, you know where I sit, right?
Yeah, I'll stay as far away from there as
thank
possible.
You. Don't do it here. Thanks, man.
All right, Chris Kelly, his show starts at 7 o'clock on Kiss 92.5. Get out there to Facebook on Kiss 92.5's Facebook page and vote. Ass. Thanks, Chris.
See ya.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
What advice can you guys give me?
Okay, so my question is...
Got a problem you can't fix.
Roz and Mocha got you.
Hi, Jasmine. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so Jasmine, you wrote us this simple question. After too many first dates off Plenty of Fish, I finally met a man who knows how to treat a woman. Yeah. Yep. It only took 38 years. One issue, he's only 23 years old. Roz and Mocha, FML.
So, what is the issue with him being 23, Jasmine?
Well, considering the fact that I'm 38 and he's 23, there's a bit of an age difference, which I'm okay with, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I need your opinion on, is that too young for me?
Well, it depends on what you want. You want to spend the rest of your life with this guy, or do you want to date him for a little while and have some fun?
I'm over the dating for a little while and having fun. Been there, done that.
Okay.
So I'm looking for something more. Not necessarily with him, but just in general.
Okay.
Oh, so you're just looking to have some fun or see where this goes.
Yeah.
How long has it been, by the way, between the two of y'all?
Very, very, very short, like a couple weeks.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, okay.
So you're still riding high, sex is still real good, all that stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So why not?
Years old. What do you think?
Yeah, so why not? Right? Like if it doesn't bother you and it doesn't bother him, and you guys aren't at a point yet of where you're having conversations about whether he wants kids and all this stuff and where your lives start clashing, there's nothing wrong with meeting somebody, having them sort of take a place in your life, shake it up a little bit, and then maybe you go your separate ways. Like that, there's nothing wrong with that. Like the idea that everything has to fit, all boxes and you have to have all the answers right out of the gate is an unrealistic expectation, especially for somebody who's 38. Like, have you been married before?
I have not. No.
You have not. Do you have any kids?
Nope.
So what the hell's the problem?
Right. I should just have fun, right? And not think too much about it, right?
No, I don't know. I have a feeling, Jasmine, that you are looking at this as something that you want to turn into long term.
I mean, I'm open to it. I just don't want to be 45 and have a 30-year-old that then says to me, later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? You could also be 45 with a 55-year-old that then turns to you and says later.
Yeah.
That is very true.
Yeah.
What's wrong, Jasmine? What's wrong with just taking things day by day and treating it as it is day by day?
There's nothing wrong with that except for the fact that I'm a woman and we have a really hard time doing that.
Yeah, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. Listen, but I don't think that you're ever going to get a lifelong commitment,
Yeah, that's true.
Even if you guys walk down the aisle and get married, it's still like, look at the statistics, right? Like it still could completely blow up in your face.
So 50-50.
But listen, life is about taking chances.
Mm-hmm.
And we've said on this show so many times that, sometimes you just got to jump. And when you're 38 and you meet a 23-year-old and you've never been married and you got no kids, you must be the envy of all your friends. Are you kidding me?
That's a really good way of looking at it.
Yeah, like if it doesn't bother you.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, then don't worry about if it bothers anybody else. It's none of their business. And if he's cool with it.
Yeah, he's totally cool with it.
Oh my God, Jasmine. You're in like Honestly, there are people listening to this right now yelling at their radio.
Yeah.
Being like, what the hell is wrong with you, Jasmine?
Yeah.
Enjoy the moment that you
Yeah.
are living in right now.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You can bleep me, right, Mocha? Yes.
Yeah, hold on.
Okay. There's people saying this right now, Jasmine, listening to you. Just won the lottery, and now she's complaining about sleeping and all that money.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm hella grateful for everything.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Boom. Roz Mocha just fixed your life, Jasmine.
Thank you so much.
Go for it. Have fun, man. Love this.
I will. And I'll
Love
say,
it.
Roz and Mocha told me to have fun. So I'm just
Oh,
having fun.
God, yes. Please. You owe it to yourself.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
All right, love.
Love you, Jasmine.
Okay. Have a great day.
Roz and Mocha's Fix My Life. Only on Kiss.
Hi, it's Roz Mocha.
Hey, it's Nazim.
What's up, Nazim?
I text you if I can do the news introduction. Mocha, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this.
Okay. So you know what you're doing? You don't need any coaching or anything like that?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay. All right, man.
Wait, how long you been listening to the show?
Started listening to this channel before you guys, maybe like a month before you guys came on the channel.
Yeah.
So like till then.
Oh, wow. So 10 years now.
Wow,
Okay.
dude.
So you know what's going on. You know how to do this. All right. Nazim, go ahead.
Hey, Mocha.
Yo.
Are you ready?
You done? No.
No! You ready?
Yes?
And for 1,000 in the GTA. And for the millions.
10 millions.
Listen to the show across the world. Let's get into the news!
A Roz and Mocha Show and Kiss 92.5 News Break.
Harrison Ford last night was on with Jimmy Fallon and took the opportunity to pay tribute to Peter Mayhew, who recently passed away. Of course, Peter Mayhew played the legendary role of Chewbacca.
He was a really sweet man, nice man, and he had a hard time physically. It was really hard for him to do what he did for us, what he did for all of us, and he did it with real dignity and class. He was a really neat guy. Miss him.
Interviewing Harrison Ford is very difficult because he is such a quiet talker.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy how, like, you struggle to listen to what he has to
You
say.
put like 10 microphones on that guy.
It's really wild. And
still
all you hear is
super
the
quiet.
air around him.
Yeah.
No, man, we all miss Peter Mayhew. That was great. Video game addiction is now a mental health disorder, according to the World Health Organization. Addiction to video games has been recharacterized. The World Health Organization describes addiction to digital and video gaming as, quote, a pattern of persistent or recurring gaming behavior that becomes so extensive it takes precedence over other life interests. They stress that only a small minority of people who play digital and video games would develop the problem, but said recognition of early warning signs may help prevent it. Quote, this is an occasional or transitory behavior, they said, adding that only if such behavior persists for around a year could a potential diagnosis of a disorder be made. They looked at people who played video games for 20 hours a day.
Damn.
Without going to school.
20 hours a day.
Yeah, quitting your job, quitting school, not eating, not sleeping. And responding to this was the Video Games Coalition Council.
Wow.
Which is a lobby group. They said that their products were, quote, enjoyed safely and sensibly by more than 2 billion people worldwide. And they added that the educational, therapeutic, and recreational value of games was well-founded and widely recognized, and urged the World Health Organization to reconsider. So that's the latest on video game addiction. Meek Mill is, I guess, suing the Cosmopolitan Hotel in Las Vegas.
Oh my God, I love that hotel.
Yeah, it's great. So this story's really weird, and I'm sort of on Meek Mill's side after I listened to the audio that he recorded while being denied entry. So the story goes that Meek Mill was headed to the Cosmo, and he was denied entry. Now, Meek Mill is saying that it's racism.
Yeah.
The Cosmo is saying that it was not race related, and it was simply a capacity issue. The statement that they read was, according to the Marquis Day Club, they were contacted in advance by Meek Mill's arrival. Security staff clarified that he would not be granted access because of capacity issues. In accordance with both club and resort policy, upon arrival, it was reiterated to Meek Mill and his team for a second time that access to the venue was not permitted. Now, the statement goes on to say that Meek Mill refused to depart the property and was then informed that any continued attempt would result in trespassing charges. Meek Mill's people say the assertion that the Cosmopolitan denied Meek Mill on the basis of capacity concerns are outright false. In the recorded video, Meek also inquired about getting a meal at one of the hotel's restaurants, yet their security team continued to deny Meek and said that he would be arrested for trespassing regardless of the location on the premises.
Really?
So they're saying, the hotel is saying capacity, right? Meek Mill is saying that they just wanted him off the property, full stop. So listen to this clip of Meek talking to one of the security guards at the hotel.
I'm not accusing you of doing anything, man. Everyone's trying to chip in and put their 2 cents in, right? So again, I wasn't there. I don't know. This is way bigger than me. Obviously, you're somebody. Can you stop recording me?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. So actually, go ahead, record me. That's fine.
Can we figure out
this property? I hereby warn you that you're trespassing on this property. If you don't leave this premises immediately, you will be subject to arrest for a misdemeanor.
How can you tell me I'm going to be locked up for trespassing? Hold on. So here's the deal. Yeah. We're a private property. Right? Yes. At this time, with the information we have, we're refusing to do business with you. We have the right to do that. You telling me I'll be arrested if I don't leave. If I walk upstairs and get something to eat, I'm going to be arrested for what? No, we just said for being a rapper? We officially trespassed. For what? We officially trespassed. For what, though? Or what did you officially trespass me for? To do that. Who do we get the details from? Because say no more. We out.
To me, that sounds like people that don't want Meek Mill in their hotel.
Yeah. I didn't even need to listen to that clip to know,
right,
that the Cosmo doesn't want Meek Mill because they fear that trouble may follow.
They had said, there's another story out that says that they were convinced that the last time Meek Mill was there was some sort of altercation that happened.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, and he had said that he had only been there once before and it was totally cool. But to me, when you listen to that clip, that sounds like people who don't want Meek Mill in their hotel.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with capacity. Iggy Azalea was left blindsided after topless photos that she took for GQ and also for her plastic surgery leaked online, and she's deleted all her social media accounts and threatens legal action. In a statement, so I don't know if you saw the pictures, they were for GQ, and she wrote, a lot of high-profile women have shot covers for GQ with strategically placed hands, covering their breasts, etc. I always felt that they were beautiful covers, so I jumped at the opportunity. I haven't seen other women's covers leaked, so I felt comfortable on a close set to model for such a reputable magazine, knowing only the images with my hands covering my breasts would be considered for print. Iggy went on to say that she never consented to having topless photos released. She continued, there was no reason for anyone to have kept the outtakes from the shoot. I'm surprised and angry that they were not immediately deleted after the final images were selected. Today, I'm a ball of negative emotions. I feel blindsided, embarrassed, violated, angry, sad, a million other things, not solely because I did not consent to this, but also because of the vile way people have reacted. Now, the photographer who took those shots says that my heart goes out to anyone in this situation that it has affected. I am utterly outraged and will not rest until justice is served.
Wow.
So, yeah. So who knows who had these photos and how they got leaked, and
someone snatched that hard drive, man.
Exactly.
Man, remember that song Fancy?
Yeah,
Iggy?
I know. Yeah, you're right. I love that track.
So big.
Everybody in the Midwest has just been going through hell these last couple of days. In the last week alone, authorities have linked tornadoes to at least 7 deaths and scores of injuries. The federal government down in the U.S., the weather forecasters logged preliminary reports of more than 500 tornadoes in a 30-day period, which is an extremely rare figure. The barrage continued last night as people across the Midwest took shelter from powerful storms. On the East Coast, tornadoes and severe thunderstorm warnings have been issued for parts of northern New Jersey and Staten Island in New York. Yesterday, 12 It was the 12th consecutive day with at least 8 tornado reports, which broke a record. Wow. And much like when people start complaining about Amber Alerts that wake them up in the middle of the night and they start calling 911.
Oh, I hate you.
Everybody on Monday was complaining that the tornado warnings and reports were interrupting The Bachelor.
Oh, no, Bachelorette?
The Bachelorette, yeah.
Get out of here.
So listen to this weatherman out of Ohio.
Heavy rain is between you and the tornado. I was just checking social media. We have viewers complaining already. Just go back to the show. No, we're not going back to the show, folks. This is a dangerous situation, okay? It's nice rain. Think about this was your neighborhood. I'm sick and tired of people complaining about this. Our job here is to keep people safe, and that is what we're going to do. Some of you complain that this is all about my ego. Stop. Okay, just stop right now. It's not. I'm done with you people. I really am. This is pathetic. Dangerous situation here. All right, I'm sorry I did that. It just really bothers me that we have people that don't care about other people's safety around here. That's just ridiculous.
Sounds like somebody's got an ego. No, I'm just kidding. Yo, he's right, though. Come on. He's right. He's right.
Yeah, I agree. Off Fox 45 in Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah. Don't get mad. Listen, you can't get mad at interrupting Bachelorette. Like, chances are, as soon as that show ends, it's up on the website.
Thank you.
Anyway, so you can go and watch it.
Who are the happiest people in the world? As far as give me men, women, married, not married, kids, no kids, job, no job. Like, who are the happiest group of people in the world?
I'm going to
What would you say?
My generation, the millennials.
No. That's not specific enough.
I'm going to
also,
say...
they're far from the millennials. They're miserable.
No, we're not. I would say then it would have to be women.
Okay.
Who are married.
Okay.
With a kid.
That's a good guess. Maury?
I'm going to say, am I allowed to say grandparents?
Sure, yeah.
Married grandparents.
No, but you have to give me a specific gender.
Okay, female grandmothers.
Female grandmothers, says Maury.
Because there's no other kind.
Female grandmothers.
You have to be specific.
Okay, yes. According to a new study by behavioral scientists at the London School of Economics, the happiest people overall are women who are not married and have no kids.
Oh, damn!
Yeah.
Oh, no!
They also live longer than married mothers and are healthier than them as well.
So not female grandmothers.
No, no, not at all.
Wow.
And it does, they found that married men, however, are happier and live longer than single men. That's because married men, you need that woman around. Because you get those days where you're like, I'm going to go grab the ladder and just head up to the top of the garage. And then that's when your wife goes, no, can you just help me inside for a couple minutes? And then you forget about going on the ladder, and then we don't fall off ladders. Right? That's why married men live longer than single men. There's an Austrian artist named Andreas Gabler, and he put together a song to honor one of show business's greats. And that would be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
You made an Arnold Schwarzenegger song?
And on the track, he actually got Arnie to throw down a few bars.
Oh, stop.
You think I'm joking?
Arnold Schwarzenegger rapping.
You think I'm joking?
Hey, I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. Listen carefully.
Get out of here.
Deep down and ask yourself, who do you want to be? Not what, but who. If you believe success will come to you. Work like hell, trust yourself, and all your dreams come true. Break the rules, not the law. Don't be afraid to fail. You have to think outside the box. I say no pain, no gain. I don't want to hear it can be done. Give always something back. My name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'll be back.
Did he just rhyme? Did he just rhyme back with back?
He did rhyme back with back.
The Roz and Mocha Show podcast. Roz and Mocha Q&A.
Oh, man, I love this part of the podcast. It is time for Ask Roz and Mocha. This is where we take all the questions that you throw at us on Instagram at Kiss925. And as ridiculous as some are, as serious as some are, as funny as some are, we're going to try to get through as many of them as we can right now. And of course, one of you gets selected to join us on the podcast to ask your question live. Yo, Mir, how are you?
Not too bad. How are you?
Good, man. Welcome to the Roz Mocha Show podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Where are you calling from?
Well, I'm from Toronto, currently in Kitchener, heading towards Walsburg. So I travel pretty much all across the province for work.
Oh, nice, damn. Man. What do you do for a living?
I'm a technician. So I do a lot of installations for alarms, cameras, and a lot of the technical aspects.
Oh, okay.
So what is your question, Mir?
So my question was, what one thing would you most want to save if your house caught on fire? Assuming that any people and animals made it out safely already.
Okay, so my family and my cats are safe, right?
Yes.
So you're thinking of like, what is that one thing that I'd run back in and get?
That is correct, yes.
I'll tell you, for me, I don't have anything in my life that I would run back in and get. Like I might grab a picture of my dad, but my mom has some of those, so I wouldn't really worry about that. I think that at that point, I would just look to Catherine and Roxy, and I'd say, "What do you want me to go get?" And I would and I would just leave it up to them.
That's real sweet.
Right on.
Yeah.
I would have to say the hard drive that I have of pictures.
Sure. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I would want to save. Just like pictures of
No,
anything,
you're right.
anything from my life.
Yeah.
Before Jenna and my life, obviously with her and with Cruz and
But don't you
and
have
our
that on the
dog
cloud?
No, there's a lot that I don't have stored on the cloud, just like stuff from like way before.
Yeah.
But like every picture that I've ever taken, anything in my life that I've taken photos of, they end up on a hard drive, and I would run in and grab that hard drive.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really.
You know what though?
What's that? Like, I don't have that one thing. Like, I don't have that possession that I just cherish where I don't feel that I could live without it.
I have these like Jordan 4s, right?
See, I don't have that.
That are the classic Toronto Raptor colors, like purple, black, and red. And I've never worn them. And they sold out almost immediately going on sale. And I was one of the lucky ones to get them.
So maybe your black and purple Jordan 4s?
Man. No, you know what? No. The Jordan's got to burn. Jordan's got to burn.
Okay. All right. So, damn it, Maury, you live in a condo, so you'd be going upstairs.
No, I'd be going, well, when the fire starts, I'd be going down the stairs.
No, but if you had to, like, run back in.
Oh, you know what? Like, I have a lot of things that mean a lot to me, but I would probably want to save my grandfather's stamp collection that I have.
Really, huh?
Because, like, it's worth probably a lot, but I'm like, it's the thing that means the most to me because it's the thing that we did together when he was alive.
Right. Now, would Matthew be pissed that you didn't save anything of his, that you saved your grandfather's
Save
stupid
your own
stamps?
stuff.
No,
damn,
it's one per family.
One per family?
Yeah, it's one thing per house, like one thing. And you and Matthew
really need to discuss this.
You and Matthew both live there, so it would be a conversation of what's that one thing.
Because he would want to save all of the letters from his best friend Tracy that they wrote to each other, even though they lived a block away.
None of the letters that you wrote to him? He'd want to save the letters that his best friend Tracy wrote to him?
What about what was that thing? A stupid gift that you gave to him for
what about the jar of memories?
Yeah. For your anniversary that he
still
hated.
hasn't read any.
No.
He still hasn't read any.
Has he not at all?
No, and now he's put the jar of memories in a, like, it used to be displayed nicely.
Yeah.
Now it's in a drawer, like in the closet.
Yeah.
Like it's not even displayed anymore.
Maury decided to. Was this a Christmas present?
No, it was anniversary.
Or an anniversary present. Excuse
Because
me.
it's paper,
Oh
right?
my God.
Are you yawning?
This story about your jar of memories is so boring that you're yawning.
It's literally the first time you've ever yawned.
I know. So Maury decided he was trying to think of something to give Matthew. And we always just said, man, just give him something from the heart. Just like whatever, just do it. But Maury is all about the grand gesture and goes over the top sometimes, but also at the same time doesn't go far enough. So he decided to make Matthew a jar of memories, which was a jar, and then Maury was going to take these little pieces of paper and just write down memories. But instead of things like There was one day when I just had the worst day ever. And even before I could vent to you, you came in and you just hugged me for no reason and it changed everything, right? Like instead of stuff like that, more, it was all like, hey, remember that time we went for sushi?
But because the hug for no reason doesn't happen.
No, I know, but it wasn't. It's stuff that like you guys did together, but it was just this frivolous sort of
the time I
meaningless.
asked you to help me with this, you wouldn't.
Because I'm not helping you curate your memories
Also,
for your husband.
You're forgetting that I sat here typing all of these things 10 minutes before I had to give it to him.
I remember. It was like somebody cramming for a test, only you're 40.
Hey, Mir, what's the one thing that you would save? Because obviously you thought about this.
I actually put a lot of thought into it, and I can't think of anything because, I mean, I have home insurance, everything is covered. I was thinking more along the line of anything that has sentimental value that's been passed on from generations, and I thought you guys would be the perfect people to ask. I don't have anything of that sort.
I've lived through a fire.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, when I was younger, the apartment building that we lived in was on fire. And I remember I took out with us my bag of Lego.
So there you go. That's what Maury would say. Lego.
There you go.
We appreciate you, Mir. Thank you very much for asking your question on Ask Roz and Mocha.
Thank you very much for having me. You guys are awesome.
Man.
Is a wrap a sandwich? That is the question from Dan Drew.
No.
Is a wrap a sandwich? I fully agree. A wrap is not a sandwich. A wrap is a wrap, and a sandwich is a sandwich.
It's its own thing.
The only reason the sandwich is a sandwich is because the Earl of Sandwich created it with 2 slices of bread.
Sure. Is that the truth?
That's what my dad.
The Earl of Sandwich?
That's what my dad told me.
What in the hell is the Earl of Sandwich?
He was like a king, and he was playing cards, and in order to
The king of where?
Sandwich.
Sandwich?
Yeah,
Sandwich?
the Earl of Sandwich. I'm telling you what my dad and my grandfather taught me.
Where is Sandwich?
I believe London. So he was playing cards, right?
Okay.
And in order to continue to play cards and eat at the same time, he created the sandwich.
How?
By putting the meat in 2
What
slices
meat?
of bread, whatever meat he had, whether it was a roast or brisket or what have you. He's like, if I do this, I can hold it in one hand and continue to play. And so they named it after him, the Earl of Sandwich. If I'm right, I'm right.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I don't know a whole lot about the...
I don't know. That sounds like something that your dad
Why
just
would
told
my
you.
dad and grandfather lie to me?
Because they just wanted you to stop asking dumb
John
questions.
Montague, the 4th Earl of Sandwich. The bread and clothes convenience food known as the sandwich is attributed to John Montague, the 4th Earl of Sandwich, 1718 to 1792, a British statesman and notorious profligate and gambler who is said to be the inventor of this type of food so that he would not have to leave his gambling table to take supper. So I guess
Papa was right.
He didn't want to leave the gambling table, so he just had them throw his entire dinner in between 2 pieces of bread so he could just freely eat it, probably with one hand. And given...
So, Maury, you are...
If he was
always
around,
hungry.
I would say now he would be the kind of degenerate that would wear diapers at a slot machine.
So Maury was right.
So, sure, man. You weren't right, Maury. Your grandfather was right.
So that being said, it's only a sandwich because of that guy. So I think anything between or rolled in a bread product could be considered a sandwich because it's encased in bread. So I would say a wrap is a sandwich.
So is an egg roll a sandwich?
Absolutely.
An egg roll is a sandwich.
Because, wait, what's an egg roll? Oh, the thing you get from Mandarin?
Yeah. That's a sandwich?
No, because that's encased in
Is a
something
burrito
hard.
is a burrito a sandwich?
Burrito is a sandwich.
Yeah, no, you're
No, it's
high.
not.
A gyro is a sandwich. A burrito is a sandwich.
Why can't things just be their own thing? Like, why does everything have to be that? Like, why does the world have to be that way?
But a sandwich is only a sandwich because of the invention.
What are you talking about?
The sandwich is only the sandwich because of the Earl of Sandwich. It's only called that after him for that creation of putting something between 2 pieces of bread.
Right.
So things can evolve.
No. Other things are invented. Like a wrap was invented. Like a taco was invented. That doesn't mean that they're all sandwiches.
But I would say this guy is correct. It's encased in sandwich, so you can hold it in one hand. The sandwich is the act of holding food in one hand.
No,
Boom.
it's not.
Okay.
Who said that? Who
Boom.
said that?
But that's why
Who said that?
Hold on,
That's
why the Earl of Sandwich
now
created
you're
it.
just talking
Now
out of
you're
your
talking
ass.
out of your
No,
ass.
I'm
But can I
sounding
just-
so
okay,
damn
can I-
smart right now.
Wait.
Can I tell you something more?
Is a chicken wing a sandwich? Because I hold that with one hand and eat it.
Maury,
No, the act of holding
pause
all
for
your
one second.
food.
Pause
yeah.
for 1 second. More. I'm gonna stop you right there, and this is a learning lesson right now. It's a learning moment. we started in with this, right? And you brought up something that you were told by your grandfather, which was a great story. Your grandfather talking about the Earl of Sandwich, everything else. We fact checked it and found out that, yeah, it was actually correct. Move on.
No, but I'm
no. Because now you sound like a fool.
No, I'm arguing my point that something encased in bread could be considered a sandwich because the sandwich is what he did, which was the act of that.
Move on.
No, I'm allowed to be right.
Move on. You're not right, though.
No, but
you were.
No, there is no wrong or right.
Yes, there is.
No, with this, it's an opinion.
No, you want everything. Everything has to fall then into specific categories. Right? Like, why does everything have to? If I take a piece of pizza and fold it in half, is that a sandwich?
No.
What is it?
It's a folded pizza.
But it's folded in half, and I'm eating it with one hand.
No, because you folded something that was a pizza in half, so therefore it is a folded piece of pizza.
Okay, so a wrap is an open-faced quesadilla that's just folded in half. Is a quesadilla a sandwich?
No, but they didn't sell it as a quesadilla and somebody then folded it. It was sold as a wrap.
No.
So
But you just said you've taken
pizza,
something and then folded it.
A folded pizza would be a calzone.
So if I take a quesadilla...
Yeah.
And then I roll it up. Is that a sandwich?
Well, if you're holding it in one hand and it's in bread, then it's the act of sandwich.
I'm going to tell you this again, man. You got to learn to walk away.
But when can you ever learn to just say, you know what, you have a good point?
But you don't have a good point.
If I did, would you tell me?
Of course I would.
Okay, then I'll move on.
Yeah, but you don't have a good point.
No, but I just want to know that if I had a good point, you would say
I would,
of
course. Have I ever said that to you before?
No.
Because you've never had a good point.
Ooh, ouch. Stings, doesn't
it? See, I was holding that back. See, I wasn't gonna, like, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't gonna break you.
But listen, lessons have to be.
I was actually happy. I was gonna have a conversation about the Duke of Sandwich and everything else, and I was gonna give the Earl of Sandwich. I was gonna give that to you. It was great. I thought that was a wonderful moment for you. But you just gotta walk away. You gotta take the win and just move along.
Next question.
Okay. Dan Drew wants to know, is a wrap a sandwich?
Okay, now, here's what I know. My grandfather
No,
used to tell me
can't do
about
that.
the Earl of Sandwich, right? And he was a degenerate and a gambler, and in order to not leave the gambling table, he would have his houseboys put all of his dinner just in between two pieces of bread for the convenience of it, and it's the Earl of Sandwich, so therefore, that is the origin of the sandwich. So what was the question?
Is a wrap a sandwich?
100% no. It's a wrap. It's its own thing.
I would
Okay,
agree.
let's move on.
Okay, Brittany asks
See how
this
easy that was,
question.
Maury? See how easy that was?
Are you left or right-handed? How do you hold your knife and fork while eating?
Oh.
I'm right-handed, but I have to hold the knife in my left hand and the fork in my right. Is it super weird and unnatural to try and cut with the knife in my right hand and switch then to eat with the fork? My dad says this is weird and a very left-handed thing to do. Well, Brittany, it's nice to see that you've got a supportive father. I'm left-handed, so I hold the fork in my left, bring the food to my mouth.
Hold on.
The fork in my left.
Hold on. Wait, you're left-handed.
Yes.
So what hand do you hold the knife with?
My right.
Really?
Yeah. Why is that weird?
Yeah, because you should hold the knife with your left to cut.
Why?
If you're left-handed.
That's weird. No, it's not. Wait, that's
you
weird.
hold the knife with your dominant hand.
Oh, I've always held the knife with my right hand, and that way I don't have to switch hands when using the fork.
You know that etiquette says that you're actually supposed to switch. You know how people think that that's rude to to cut and then switch and everything else. Yeah, etiquette says that it's not actually a bad thing to switch. Otherwise, you may be perceived as shoveling your food if you just cut and eat and cut and eat and cut and eat.
That's what I do. I shovel.
Yeah, that it's actually okay to put the knife and fork down and then yes. Hold on a second here.
So here, left hand, fork. Right hand, knife.
Show me how you cut.
Okay?
Yeah.
Here's a banana.
Yeah.
I'm cutting the banana, and I'll go with the fork like this.
Yeah.
And then I'll cut like this with the knife, and then I will bring the fork to my mouth and shovel.
Yeah, that's fine.
So what you're saying is...
No, I don't care how
Not you. Etiquette.
No, but I'm just saying that the thing that's weird about this is that you're left-handed, but you still cut with your right hand. That's weird.
So, hold on. So,
what hand do you cut with? What hand do you hold your knife with, Maury?
My left hand.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I cut like this.
Yeah,
I'm
this
holding
feels
the fork
weird.
like this, and I cut like this.
You cut with your left?
Yeah.
Are you left-handed?
No, I'm right-handed.
You guys are both weird. Nobody does that.
It feels weird to hold a knife in my left hand, in my dominant hand.
No, nobody does that.
So, cut. And then put that down, and then switch hands. Yeah, no, this is too much work.
No, nobody Nobody who's right-handed cuts with their left, and nobody who's left-handed cuts with their right.
Everyone in your mind is spinning like a top.
No, I guarantee you that's not the case, More. It's not the case. Yeah, no. Here.
I'm going to try that. I'm going to try it this weekend. I'm going to try eating a meal cutting with the knife with my dominant hand, with my left hand, as opposed to my right hand. That's super weird.
Okay, hold on here. Let me just look at this. Left-handed eating. Usually, cutlery for eating is an area that causes a lot of confusion and inconsistency for both left-handed and right-handed eaters. Right-handers traditionally eat with a knife and a fork using the knife in their right hand. There you go. Fork in the left hand.
Huh.
Yes, you do opposite. Like your dominant hand, if you write with your left, that's your knife hand. If you write with your right, that's your knife hand.
No, I cut I'm right-handed. I hold the fork with my right hand and I cut with my left.
Right. I'm going to add that to the long list of things no grown-up taught you as a child.
I raised myself.
That's what happens when you raise yourself.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah. He can eat through a bone like nobody's business, too. Kelly Belgrave writes, Roz, have you ever rented out your cottage after it aired on Income Property? No.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
No, we have not. We have not. No. We did.
You know that's the purpose of the show.
Yeah, I know.
It's called Income Property.
I know.
Shout out to Scott McGilvery, by the way.
Yeah, if you don't know, Income Property was a show on, I think it still is a show on
HGTV.
HGTV with Scott McGilvery, and we bought this tiny little cottage, and we did it on the show. We did the makeover on the show, and at the end of it, they bring appraisers in and they tell you what it's worth, and they tell you what you could get for it per week. And I'm just far too emotional about it. Like it's far too, personal to me.
It drives home,
man. It's home.
I know, but it drives me nuts that there are weekends that you don't go and use it. Like it mentally drives me nuts.
Yeah, but you can't go up all the time, though. It's
if you're not going to use it,
but I do use it.
You don't need it.
No, it's mine. I get to do with it what I want, more.
No, but like this weekend, are you going?
Yes.
Okay, the weekend after that.
Yeah.
Last weekend.
Wait,
yes, I was.
In 2 weekends? Is that the weekend we're coming up?
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Awesome. Can't wait.
B asks this question. If your entire internet search history was turned into a book, what would the title be? And then in brackets, she writes, I have to mentally prepare myself for Damnit Maurie's answer. So if your entire internet search history was turned into a book, what would the title be?
God, like the entire? Like from when I started using the internet?
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know.
Jeez.
Mine would probably just be classic wrestling.
Mine would, that's what you would be called, the title.
Yeah, because like majority of my search history is all just like old matches that I remember as a kid that I rewatch as an adult.
Oh, God. I'm going to say this is the story of a one-time porn-addicted, mid-century furniture-loving, lawn care fanatic pizza eater.
Wow, that is a long title.
Yeah, because
broken up into multiple books.
it would be like a series, like an anthology.
Yeah, like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, like
or like Harry Potter.
Yeah, or a series of unfortunate events.
Yeah, I Google a lot of furniture stuff. I Google a lot of architecture stuff. Of course, when you go back to when you first got the internet, everybody just looked at like when pornography became available on the internet. It was just like something so bizarre. It was like so foreign and alien.
But wasn't that when it was just pictures that took 5 minutes to load?
Yeah, like everything.
Wow,
like
look
it was
who remembers
just,
like the exact time.
Yeah, like it was such an incredible thing. And I remember like, being able to download music for the first time. And I was like, what in the hell is even going on in this world? Napster. And so we, when you're at the age that we are, you sort of like got the internet, you remembered it at its very beginning where you sort of abused its powers for a little while.
Okay, I think I might have to change my answer because if we're talking entire history,
like sort of think back to the things, to the moments where you were obsessive about something that you spent a lot of time online reading.
Okay, so it would be like wrestling, Napster, LimeWire.
Oh, here we go.
A little bit of porn.
Yeah.
Like music, food, photography.
Yeah.
I guess Kind of like an anthology, like what you said.
Yeah.
Maurie's would just be
himself.
It would just be called Maurie.
Evidence. Yeah. The Reason He Died by Maury Sherman. Sorry, let me rephrase that.
No.
All the Reasons He Died. That's a protected sort of thing, though, especially when you were younger, because I'm sure I looked at stuff or I looked up stuff that I would be horrified if somebody found out that I had looked that up, you know? Like, you have a different mentality. Even every now and then, an old tweet will pop up or like one of those Facebook memories.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't write that. There's no way I wrote that. And then I look and I'm like, yeah, I certainly did write that.
It came up for me yesterday. And it used to be where Facebook, where you would just say what you were doing.
Yeah.
And it was like, Maury is lonely.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man, it's sad.
That was posted yesterday?
12 years ago.
Oh, 12 years ago.
What was going on 12 years ago?
I was trying to think, and I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
That's before Matthew?
Yeah.
Oh, before Matthew. And what job did you have? Were you working in radio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been in radio for 21 years.
But were you enjoying yourself?
No.
No, you weren't. And you were just lonely. Yeah. Like did you have your cats then or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, poor guy.
Steven
That sucks,
asks
man.
this question. When someone asks, which do you want first, the good news or the bad news, which one do you normally pick? I always say I want the bad news first before asking for the good news.
See, I always say good news because then if you talk about the good news long enough, the bad news, you may not have time for it.
Right. I think it all depends. Like,
on the person that's telling you?
On what it is.
Or the situation that you're in?
Yeah. Because sometimes, like, because if it was like really bad news, right? And somebody's like, do you want the good news or the bad news? And I said the good news. And they were like, said something real positive and upbeat. And then I go, what's the bad news? And if the bad news was like really devastating, I would judge them for even going with the good news, even listening to me or allowing me to have that decision.
No,
I'm like, why would you hold on to that?
Which is why
That
I will always
devastating.
ask for the bad news, because even if it is the absolute worst, then at least there's a little bit of hope that the good news would maybe lighten my mood or make me feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
Right?
Jeez, what do you do more?
Well, usually it's just bad news.
Right.
But I always ask for the good news first.
You do?
Always.
Yeah.
Just because then it's something you're like, oh, that's super cool. And then what's the bad news? And then you'll always at least have the good news still
See,
in your mind.
I think historically when anybody would present me with the good news, the bad news, I would always start with the bad news. To me, that's
Here's
what makes sense.
Great question.
Yeah.
Great question. Ritwick asks, what's the last lie you told your significant other? Damn it, Maury, go.
No, let's start with Roz.
Probably what I paid for something. But not a lie, because like Catherine did it. Catherine does that too. But I'll always just tell her afterwards. Like I'll just be straight up. Like she bought 4 chairs or 2 stools off somebody on Craigslist, and I went with her to get it. And I just sit in the car while she goes and meets the Craigslist people. And
you don't go with her?
What's that?
What if something happens?
No, like she was like meeting them like on the street, like they were coming out of their building.
And you sit in the car.
What's that?
You just sit in the car.
Yeah.
You don't
Are
want
you
to go with
watching,
security
or are
and
you just on your
protection.
phone?
I'm in the car. What do you want me to do?
Be with her.
Why don't you like walk out with her?
No, that makes it weird.
Or stand outside of the car?
No, that makes it weird.
Or pay attention and watch from the car?
Yeah, I'd hear something if it went down.
Would you though?
Yeah. No, so she bought these 2 stools for her studio.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know she was buying them. I don't care that she bought them, and I have no whatever. So she puts these stools in the back, and I help her load them in. So after she purchases them, I go behind the truck and I help her load them in. And then I'm like, these are like heavy and kind of busted, huh? And then she's like, yeah. And then in the car, I was like, what'd you pay for those? And she told me a number. Right? And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. And then I just didn't think about it because they're not my stools and nobody's asking me to sit on them.
Okay.
And right? And then like a day later, she goes, ugh. And I go, what? She goes, I didn't actually pay that for them. And I go, what'd you pay for them? She goes, double. Right?
Oh,
so,
no.
Yeah. And I'm like, and still, I don't care because they're not my stools and it's not my money.
Yeah.
So just go for it. Do whatever you want. But she was like, she thought at the time she was making a bad purchase and couldn't even tell me in that moment that how much she overpaid for these 2 stools. Even still, we're talking like $200 or something like
that.
And so I think that I told her one number I paid for my new lawnmower, and I will eventually tell her the actual number that I paid for my new lawnmower. But I think I cut like $1,000 off the top of what I told her I paid for it. Yeah.
I think the last lie I told Jenna, see, I'm bad, and I feel bad. I mean, I just never lie to her,
No.
right? And it was something dumb. Like we moved recently and like something needed to be done to the house. And I have just such a terrible memory. Like if she says, hey, can you text, the roofer, or can you email the irrigation guy, or can you, look up the price of paint or something, right?
Yeah.
And she'll say, hey, did you do that thing? And I'll be like, yeah, they didn't get back to me.
And then you quickly go in the bathroom and jump on your phone and write them?
By the way, I gotta go poop real quick. I take my phone with me, and then I'll like text, yo, man, you make this job happen this weekend.
Yeah, got to do it now, man. Listen, I'll pay cash.
I'll tell you, like, here's how bad I feel. There was one time I left work early. Pretty sure I told this story on the radio before, or maybe even on the podcast, where I was going to buy Jenna a birthday gift. And every day when I leave the building, I always call her just to say hi, see how her morning's going, make my way home, love you, whatever.
Sure.
So one day I left work, I left the radio station maybe 30 minutes earlier than what I normally do. And I went to the mall. And as I'm pulling up to the mall, I get on the phone with her. Hey, babe, I'm leaving work right now. How's your day? Whatever.
Yeah.
And then she's like, okay, cool. And I'm walking through, I'm walking through the underground parking lot. She's like, it sounds really weird. Where are you? I'm like, I'm driving home. And then there was this long pause. She didn't say anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't lie. I'm at the mall. I'm about to go buy a birthday present.
Wow.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, all right. And I'm like, I'll just call you later. I love you.
Jeez.
I can't even lie.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing about lying, though, and I want to get Maury's opinion on this as well. So here's the thing about lying, because I've been in a situation like that before, and where in a way to not lie, what I do is I tell the truth about two other things, right? So I've been in that same situation before where I've told Catherine I'm doing something, and she goes, what are you doing right now? It sounds super weird, right?
Yeah.
And I said this to her, okay? I can't tell you where I am right now. I can tell you, though, is I'm not having an affair. Right?
Great.
And then she's
Great
like,
answer.
okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, good answer.
Right?
Good answer.
That's all you need to know. I can't tell you where I am right now, but I will tell you one thing. I'm not having an affair. And then you're just good. And then you're good. Maury.
No, I would do... Great idea, but I would immediately change the topic because my husband is the type of person where if you point out something shiny, he'll go, oh, cool. Right? So if I lie about something and he is like, where are you right now? I'll be like, don't worry about that. By the way, I gotta tell you.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, or I'll just...
That's weird, man.
Don't worry about that?
Don't worry
Man,
about
that would
that.
be real suspect.
Yeah. Like if Matthew said to you, where are you right now, Maury? Like you sound really weird, and I'm actually like really curious as to where you are. You'd be like, don't worry about that. Also, Fashion Week. Right? Like,
yeah, exactly.
Wow.
So back to the original question. What was the last thing that you lied to Matthew about?
We're trying to save for like our dream vacation to go to London at some point. So, we have our separate savings accounts and we put money in there and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, I have this much money saved right now. And I'm like, so do I.
So you lied about money?
Yeah, I have nothing saved for our London trip.
Oh, how much does he have saved?
It's like $1,500.
Oh, wow. And you said me too?
Yeah.
Oh, Maury.
Oh, dude, you're going to break that guy's heart.
No, because now Maury's going to have to say somebody stole it.
No, I'll have to plow save where you just shovel money
You're
in there
incapable of plow
But you're
saving,
in so much
man.
debt and owe so many people and companies money, and you have massive credit card debt. How are you gonna save?
For a moment of time, all you do is constantly put money into
Here's
that.
what I don't understand more, okay, is I know roughly what you make, what we pay you, right? I don't know how, with what you make and all the other free stuff that you get, how you are incapable of saving $1,500 over the course of months.
Boot camp, mortgage, gas.
What's your mortgage payment a month?
Well, I put in $700 every 2 weeks.
Okay, so $1,400.
Is that what it? Okay.
Yes, $1,400. Okay. Okay. And then what other bills do you have?
Then there's also Visa.
Okay.
There is
no.
gas.
Hold on. Visa's not like a thing. Like it's a mortgage. Like Visa is only Visa when you use it.
Yeah.
Well, I move money over there, and then I call them and say, "Can you remove the hold?" And they remove the hold, and you have a day to use it.
So what normally are you paying on your Visa per month?
Like $200 or something.
Okay.
Wait, what's the debt that you have on your Visa?
1,000.
Okay, so
Is that what you tell Matthew?
No, that is one because
Okay,
I
other
was
bills.
proud about bringing that down.
Okay,
Gas.
other bills. What do you pay on gas per month? I give you 50.
Yeah, so it's about 200 because I've been doing a lot of driving to visit my dad and stuff.
What is it normally?
Normally, it's about 22, 4, 6, 80 a month.
80 a month. Okay, so 80.
Really? $80?
Yeah.
Well, I guess because you live downtown,
Okay.
so you don't.
Is that low?
What other car payments do you have? Like what other bills do you have?
Car payments?
No, I own the car now. Shockingly.
Okay, so right now, Maury, we are at under $2,000. But let's just say.
Okay, then there's Uber Eats bills.
Okay.
Not really
But
bills.
this is just like willy-nilly money now that
Yeah.
you're spending. Money that
Yeah.
you
Okay.
should not be spending
Yeah,
and you could
okay.
use to save towards your vacation.
Yeah.
Okay, so Maury, I don't even think that have we even hit half of what you make per month? No. So where's your money going?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
I've offered to help you. Mocha certainly offered to help you so many times. There's no reason with the money that you make.
Boot camp, $33 a week.
Okay. Whatever.
But that's
Even
also
still,
extra. That's extra. You don't have to do you have to make your
less than
mortgage
200 a
payments.
month. That's less than
right?
200 a month.
You have to make your mortgage payments. You choose to drive, so you have to put gas in your car. You chose to use your credit cards the way that you do, so you have to make those payments.
When did this become from lying to?
No, we're trying to help you, man.
You don't have to go
It's crazy to me.
These boot camp classes.
No, but I really, really enjoy it.
But here's the thing. But this is it though. Is that even with all of that, Mocha, the mystery is where does all your money go? Because even if you throw in boot camp and you throw in all this stuff, you should still have a lot of money left over.
I think it's all Uber Eats.
Yeah, but that's a
credit
choice
card, though.
that you
No.
are
My Uber
making.
Eats goes right to my debit.
Oh God, why would you ever do that?
Yeah.
But anyway,
I don't have room on my
anyway,
credit.
so to me, it's just really wild that you are over months incapable of saving $1,500. Like it's nuts to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, do you want help? Because we can get you help with money.
Eventually,
but not yet, though.
Not yet.
Okay, good. I'm not ready. I still like my lifestyle.
Every Wednesday on Instagram at Kiss925, we'll post a picture that simply reads "Ask Roz and Mocha." That's where you get to ask your question, and we'll try to get through as many as we can, and we will get one of you to ask your question on the podcast with us.
One more?
Damn it, more.
One more quick question.
Okay, is it about you?
No. Danny wants to know: is a wrap a sandwich?
No.
Okay. We're moving on.
Okay. Oh.
Thank you very much. That has been episode number 80 of the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
How does it feel, Roz, that the episode number matches your age?
What episode are we at?
I just said it. 80.
Oh, 80.
Burn!
You're proud of
ring,
that
ring,
one?
ring, 911, 111, burning.
He's so proud of himself. You're so proud. Look at you, jerk.
911.
Thanks for listening to the Roz and Mocha Show podcast.
Powered by Air Transat. Catch the guys live weekday mornings from 6 to 10.
Kiss925.com
Or download the Kiss 92.5 app.